What up? What up? Man, I'm running around doing other stuff in here. If you hearing this, you tapped into the fly frequency. Appreciate you showing up. Right now, I know it's the holiday and everybody is, spending time with their family and everything. I don't celebrate Christmas, so I'm out here with it. Here for boxing yard. My bad. I was supposed to send you a link, bro. I'm gonna send everybody. I'm gonna send some links out and everything. I'm gonna put the link in the chat actually. But I've been running around doing stuff. What's good with you, bro? Let me put that in there real quick. There go the link right there. I don't really got my other device to try to pin it, so I'm just gonna get into this pound for pound list. Let me see. Bear with me, y'all. Let me pull this up right here. Boom. Right there we got right there we got the hold on. What's good, bro?
What's up, Brody?
Ain't nothing, man. I just wanted to talk about the pound for pound rankings that the Ring magazine just put out, man. It's crazy, man, this pound for pound list. But I just wanted to cook on it a little bit and give my pound for pound list as well. Looking at this pound for pound list right here, man, one thing I could say right off the bat, man, is this Usyk is at number 1. I totally disagree with Usyk even being on the list because pound for pound, I'm an old school dude. You know what I mean? So pound for pound to me, the heavyweight can't be on the list, man. You see
I
it that way
agree.
too?
No, traditionally I agree, but since they put him on the list, we got to treat it as such. You know what I mean? Like, cause they got more clout than we do, so I guess we gotta just kind of conform to it and agree or disagree.
Well, I'm stubborn, bro. I don't want to conform. That's one of the things I learned
God,
from. I used
what's
to
they
be a 5
properly say?
percenter.
What's they
I
properly
probably
say?
ain't. I ain't never tell you that I used to be a 5 percenter, bro. I used to be a 5 percenter in the nation of gods and earths. I don't
Yeah,
know if you know what that is, but one of the things that we was always taught, as a 5 percenter was not to conform. Don't compromise, and that's one of the things that was instilled with me from there. And even in Islam, you're not supposed to compromise your religion, or your things that you believe strongly about. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And knowing that the pound for pound list, what it actually comes from. See, I know the roots of it. I know where the pound for pound actually comes from. What's good, bro? Rich in the building.
What's up?
Um,
What's up, man? You ain't tell me you had a channel.
oh, I
That's why
thought you
you. That's why you a wild dude, man. I was scrolling through it and your shit popped up. I looked at y'all live one night. I'm like, damn, this nigga ain't never tell me this, man.
oh, I thought you knew, man. I thought you
Nah,
knew I was but
nah.
what I was saying though, man, pound for pound, I know where it came from. Pound for pound came to them comparing, the heavyweight to other fighters, the smaller fighters. Saying that the smaller fighters, the heavyweight is always going to be the baddest man on the planet. Can't nobody beat the heavyweight champ,
Exactly.
because of the weight difference. But the pound for pound list came from the fact that people was comparing other fighters saying as if they were the same size.
Exactly. And you
If
know
they
what's
was the same size as the heavyweight
Hey,
champion.
hey, frequent. You got an echo. It sound like, bro,
that's
like a
me.
little echo.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you need
so,
to turn your yeah.
yeah.
Is that me
You
now?
just
Is that me?
yeah, that was you. You just need to turn your YouTube down a lot. Your device, whatever you're looking at the YouTube on, just turn it down a little bit.
So you could, I'm still making an echo.
I don't hear it no more.
Hey, let me say this though real quick, right? Because I keep hearing people keep bringing up pound for pound as if you a exciting fight or if your resume. If you look at just go and look at one of Floyd old fights back in 2001 or 2002, and they'll have him on a pound for pound list, and he'll be just winning his first, you know what I'm saying, belt at 130, 135. You know what I'm saying? But they'll have him number 3 because that's back then they do like how you saying it basically off your skill set. You get what I'm saying? Like how you saying it. Shakur Stevenson was at Nakatani in them weight class, he'll beat the shit out of all them niggas. If Nakatani was at 135 or 140 or something like that, that nigga skill set, the way he fight, the way the fighters, they man, them niggas that get their ass beat on.
Hey,
So I,
hey, look, it's not just. I mean, you might look at it that way, but it actually evolved. It's not just that though. It can't just be that, because if we was going by what we believe, everybody would have their own,
nah,
our
nah, you
personal
right,
beliefs. Everybody would
you right,
have,
you right.
everybody everywhere, because Jerron Boots Ennis, I think that that's the most skilled and talented fighter we have in boxing today.
But
On the
that's why,
eye test, to me
right,
personally, I'm not talking about anybody else, but me personally.
right.
But I can't put Jerron Boots Ennis at the top of the list, bro, because it's other factors and everything.
Oh, but let me
But
let me
but
ask you
but
this,
but
bro. So
So,
let me ask you
oh,
this: for the top
uh,
five, right?
all
For
right,
the
you can
sake,
ask me. You can ask me this one last thing, but then I want to get through this real what I want to say about this, and then I'm gonna let y'all know my pound for
yeah,
pound list, and then we
yeah,
could open it up.
mine is a question about the list, right? The one we looking at right now. So I'm
Yeah,
looking at it, the top five, because you know my stance. If they put them on there and that's what we debating, then I'll just leave Usyk there. So you know what I mean, just to keep it what it is. Do you disagree with the top five?
I disagree with that total top five right there. Yeah,
Really?
not
I
not
don't.
saying that not saying that some of those guys don't belong in there because I do got Bivol, the Turbiev, I got them in my top five. But
That's why I'm asking,
so
because
I
they're in
don't
my top five
I
too.
don't dispute the whole thing. But this list is crazy to me because of how I see it, and I'm gonna explain why this list is crazy to me. The first thing that I was saying is the Usyk thing. Usyk is a heavyweight. If
fact,
Usyk was to go, if he was to go back down the cruiserweight or something like that, he didn't belong up there, didn't stay in campaign. I would say put him on a list. But since he's at heavyweight now, you're off the list now because you're a heavyweight. You're the dude that everybody is literally comparing it to. So Usyk can't be on the list because he's the person that everybody is getting compared to. You see what I'm saying? And in the sense of the pound for pound list, historically, he would be the person that we're comparing it to. So he don't belong on the list to me. So that's all I want to say about this list. Now I want to tell y'all what's my list. You know what I'm saying? So I think that they got this list all wrong because them having him at number one, first of all, and then looking at the rest of the top five from there, I see something else too. But I'm gonna get
I'm
into that.
ready to hear your list, man. Come on, man.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
what I'm
want
about
to
to
hear your
come with.
list, man.
All right, so bam, they got hold on, do they got him? Yeah, they got Bam Bam Rodriguez.
They got Bam 3.
Yeah, they got him at number 3. I got Bam Bam at number 10 on my list, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why I got Bam Bam at number 10 on my list, bro. On my pound for pound list, he's number 10 because Bam Bam, he coming from the lower weight classes. And I don't think that first of all, those lower weight classes, man, I think those weight classes need to be condensed, bro. Some of them weight classes need to be one weight class, man. And it ain't a lot of because of that, you don't have a lot of the best people fighting the best down there, in those weight classes. Like I think some of those weight classes need to be combined and those dudes need to be rumbling to see, who at the top of them weight. But since it's so splintered, you got all of those, you got them light. I don't put too much weight on them light weight
facts.
classes, bro. They real light with it. I don't think that, well, Bam Bam is a tough one, but I think if Bam Bam was the same size as T.O., no way. I don't think that Bam Bam could beat T.O. And that's somebody who I don't really I don't think that a lot of people like,
But this, a
including
fly,
myself. I don't like T.O., but I gotta acknowledge his skills though.
a fly. But this the thing though. If Bam Bam, this is why I look at the pound fight. Bam Bam skill set with Bam Bam skill set, just you looking at his skill set, and you seen that he moved up from another weight class or whatever. With his skill set, do you think in any weight class you put his skill set inside another person's body or whatever the case is? will he be still top three? That's what I'm saying. Will he be top three if you put his skill set inside of Gary Antoine Russell at 140? Will he be number three? Will
Bam
he
Bam
still
would
be in
never
the
I
top
lose.
don't got
three?
I don't
Bam
got I
Bam would
don't got
never
Gary
lose.
I don't got Gary Russell on my pound for pound list.
No, 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 no,
So
no. I'm not saying you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying if you put his skill set inside anybody, just a regular person at 140, his skill set, his size, or whatever, you just bring his skill set into a Shakur Stevenson body at 140, or you bring his skill set into a 147. Just will it still be number three, top three in that weight class?
I think Bam Bam would be rocking and rolling up there
All
if
right,
he
then
was
so
in a weight
he
class.
should be on the pay,
But I
and
can't. But
that's
I
why
don't think he could beat Shakur though. If
no,
him
no,
and
no, no, no,
Shakur was
no.
the
You're not.
same size, I don't think that.
No,
I don't
no.
think that I would put him. Wouldn't put him above Shakur.
So
You
so
know.
so you so you not. So what I'm basically saying is, if if I feel like a person that's on a pound for pound, if you put their skill set in anybody, if you put their skill set inside of just any person, you could just name anybody at just at 160 or whatever with Bam's skill set. Do you think that he will be a top fighter, a top three fighter in that division, regardless of his skill set go to any weight class? Then those are the people that should be
Top
on that
three.
pound for
Top
pound
three.
list.
I don't
Those
know. I don't
those are
know
people
any
that
weight
should be
class.
on the pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we
If
never
if Bam. Okay, let me ask you this real quick before I get back to my list.
right.
Bam, if you throw Bam Bam Rodriguez at 135, you think he'd be top three? You think
With
he,
I don't
assuming
no
that
no
Shakur, we
no no
still
I'm
got,
not I'm wait
hold
wait wait.
on, let me finish.
Okay,
We
okay,
still
go.
got Shakur at 135, right? Shakur is a 135 fighter. He ain't fight
Yes,
at 140 yet. So
yes.
we got Shakur there, we got Tank there,
And we got Abdullah.
we we
And we
got
got
Abdullah
Andy
Mason
Cruz.
there, we got
Andy
Andy Cruz. So you think Bam Bam beats all those guys?
I'm not see you thinking I'm saying if he move up to the weight classes. I'm saying
If
let's
he the
just
same size as
I'm
them?
just I'm just saying if we just make a creative player at 135 and we use Bam Bam skill set, I think he'll be in the top three or probably top five of that weight class.
You think he more skilled than Tank?
Ah, nah, he ain't more skilled than Tank.
Bam Bam more
Yeah,
he's more
Ben.
skilled than
You
Tank.
think? Hold,
Yes, he
hold on,
is. He more
not you
skilled than
here for
Tank.
boxing. Hold
No,
on,
no, no.
let me have this
Yeah,
conversation
nah.
with
He
him
more.
real quick.
I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so you said
I
no,
don't,
right? I expected you to
I,
say no.
I
I
mean, I'm
expected you to say no. Okay, so the next person, you think he more skilled than Shakur?
nah. You know I'm gonna say no on that.
Okay, so all right, so you think he more skilled than Andy Cruz?
See, that's a
Abdullah
give and take.
Mason.
That's a give and take on it.
Abdullah Mason is green. Abdullah Mason, the new
Yeah,
champion.
we
So
seen Bam Bam. We seen Bam Bam. You know what I'm saying? He got all the tech. He got everything. So I could put him in the top three of that weight class.
I don't got on my list. I got Bam Bam at number 10 because the rest of the fighters that I got up on higher on the list, I think if they was the same size, Bam Bam wouldn't beat him.
All right, no, but I'm not disagreeing with you there. I'm saying that if you think that he could be in the top three or top five of any weight class with his skill set and a creative play or whatever the case may be, I feel like he should be on that list.
He
That's
on my
why
list. He on my list. He just at
that's
number
what
10.
that's all I'm trying to say. I don't think just real quick, I don't think Berturbiev or whatever, I can't say that his skill set would carry in every weight class. I
I
think
think if
B-ball. I think I
Beterbiev,
think I think B-ball will. I think B-ball skill set could if he'll be a top three in any weight class if with his skill set. That's what I'm saying.
um, I mean, wait a minute, but yeah, see, I disagree right there. I got Beterbiev. Beterbiev, see, that's why I said it can't just be that. What you're saying is good. That's a big part of it, but it just can't be that. It gotta be to me, it gotta be it's other elements too. It's not just what you think, what you believe, you know,
Right.
yourself from the eye test. It
Yeah.
gotta be more now we gotta go with accomplishments too. But Turbiev was undisputed, bro.
But that's what I'm
But
saying to you.
Beterbiev beat Bivol.
But how could pound for pound? I just told you back in the day when they had pound for pound, you had people like Floyd on the list. You had a lot of people that was on the list that didn't even have belts. They was just going by the eye test, the skill test of how
I know,
good you is.
I
You know
know,
what I'm
but
saying?
I know, but when me see
You
then
just so
back then.
right now you just saying who's a better fighter. We
No,
talking
no,
about
let
pound
me
for
no, let
pound.
me explain. Let me explain. When I said Beterbiev was undisputed,
Yeah,
because to me, that's like the Super Bowl of boxing, bro. You can get
right,
a title, yeah, you can get a title, but to get all the titles, bro, in the four belt
right,
era, that's something different. You had to beat some guys to do that. So he beat
right,
some guys. Who
right.
has Bam Bam beat? See, you making me do this, bro. Who has Bam Bam beat?
I
So
mean,
now, I look at Bam Bam fights or whatever. I looked at some of his fights and everything, and I saw Bam Bam look nice and everything. But
man,
against who?
I
Against
agree.
who?
Hey, freak, man. You know I ain't gonna disagree. I agree with you on that. I feel like this to a lot of these niggas that be on here be putting these smaller fighters up there. I think Bam Bam should go up there. Anyway, should go up there. But I feel like if you put them up there, you might as well put the women boxing up there too.
Why
If you
you
look
think
at,
they should go up there? Then I'm this. I got Bam Bam at number 10, bro. Let me get the.
I think he 10. He could be up there top probably 6, 7. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It can't go by just the eye test, bro.
All right.
If we just go by the eye test, Tank would be at like
But you
number 3 or number
but
2 somewhere.
but you could go by the eye test and you could go by the weight classes that they move up to and they still was doing the same thing in the weight classes.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we I'm not gonna go off the belts and all that stuff and shit like that. Just like Devin Haney, he came up to 147, he became number one, number two, or whatever the case you want to put him at. But he still remained in the top three. Same
Listen.
thing if he was just
Yes, yeah. See,
huh?
listen.
Yeah.
See, yeah. It's echoing again.
All
You
right,
got to
go.
turn it down a little bit more.
All right, go
But
ahead.
yeah, see, that's why I said what I said in the beginning, bro. I said, those smaller weight classes. See, Bam Bam come from them smaller weight classes. It's not.
Right.
It's
Hey,
only what 4 pounds in between those weight. I think
hey,
a lot of
freak,
those weight
freak,
classes need to be smashed together, bro. They need to
freak.
be
Can I
consolidated.
freak? Can I say something real quick?
What's good?
Let's get through your list, then debate it, because we're gonna get stuck on one subject
Yeah, we going.
forever,
Yeah,
No,
bro.
yeah, definitely. Let me get through
Let's
the
go
list.
let's
So
go
get
I
the
go
got
list
go
Bam
out and
Bam.
then debate
go
it.
ahead.
But that's why I got Bam Bam I was telling why I got Bam Bam at number 10 because he's coming from the lower weight classes. Who has he beat? I really ain't see him beat nobody. Of note. You know, so I got him at number 10. See, Terrence Bud Crawford, man, he busted wide open for a lot of these dudes, man. I don't,
Hey
you
yo,
can't really look at it that way. Pause.
hey yo,
Yeah,
hey
pause. That was
yo,
crazy, right?
hey yo.
But Terrence Bud Crawford, he destroyed it for a lot. He had destroyed it for a lot of these arguments for me, bro, with the whole weight thing. Because Bud came from 135, bro. If I'm not mistaken, Bud didn't he get his first title at 135? Didn't he beat Ricky Burns at 135? If I'm not mistaken.
For his first time, I'm not sure.
I think Bud started off at 135. Somebody in the chat correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, he
But I
started
know
at 135, 135.
Yeah, I know Bud started at 135. So you had a 135 fighter, go all the way up to 168 and become undisputed up there, beat Canelo, bro. Bud Crawford can't be on the list because he retired. He's not on the list, but he definitely set the tone for my list, bro. All of this, the weight and all of that stuff, the people trying to argue about the weight is I ain't trying to hear that no more, bro. So them small weight class, I know people argue, they say, oh no, them 4 pounds mean a lot between them little fighters. And nah, bro, I ain't feeling it, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Who is
put
they
them
for?
niggas in there with Clarissa Shields in there, man.
Yeah. So I got Bam Bam at number 10. I got Tank at number 9, bro. And the reason I say I got Tank at now at that, if we was just going by the eye test, Tank should be way higher. But if we can take it, they took Devin Haney all the way off the list, bro, because of the way he looked in a fight that he didn't even lose. I mean, people could say, "Oh yeah, we saw him lose or whatever," but the boy was cheating, so the fight ended up being a no contest, and we took Devin. They took Devin off the list. Period. Even off a fight that didn't go down as a loss for him, and he came back and won his next fight, and so they didn't have him on the list. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though if that's part of it, the image of the way somebody looked in a fight, if that can affect you coming off or dropping lower, then Tank is all the way down there, bro. And the way he's acting, man, like he ain't gonna fight Lamont Roach and everything after we saw him take a knee in the fight and all of that stuff. He ain't looked good in his last fight, bro. So I got Tank at number 9. Anybody who want to debate that can come up here on the panel after we get through the list and everything. So I got Tank at number 9, man. So I got Monster Anyway, man. Monster Anyway is at number 8. I got Monster Anyway at number 8. I got I got Monster Anyway at number 8. Because I got Monster Anyway at number 8, bro. Because Monster Anyway is in them itty bitty weight classes, bro. He in them tiny weight classes, man, that need to be consolidated. Some of them dudes need to fight each other.
But you got
why he need to be fighting Bam Bam and Nakatani and some of them dudes, man. He ain't doing it. But I only got him there because he undisputed, bro. He undisputed 2 times, bro. So he got my spot at number 8. Number 7, I got Boots. You know what I'm saying? Boots is a unified champion and partially off of the fights, the way we see him look in the fights, man, I think he deserved that spot. He deserved to be on the list. You know, so I got him on the list at number 7. Number 6, I got Shakur. I got Shakur above Boots because Shakur is a multi-division champion. What, 3 divisions if I'm counting correctly? I think he a 3-division champion. Yeah, 3-division champion. And Shakur was actually unified too. At 130, if I'm not mistaken, he was unified. So he a 3-division unified champion. I got him at number 6. I got Benavidez at number 5, bro. Wait, am I counting right? Let me see. 10.
No, you got it right. You got Bam.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Number 5. Yeah, I got David Benavidez,
hey,
man.
Frequent, you my dog, but I'm gonna grind you up when you done.
You can, ahead, bro. We let me get through it. I got Benavidez, man.
You know, put your vest on because I'm ready. Bro.
I got Benavidez. Why I got Benavidez up there? I got Benavidez up there because you know Benavidez been proving us wrong, man. A lot of people thought that David Morrell was going to beat Benavidez. Benavidez showed that it was levels to that. He beat David Morrell, somebody who I held high. You know what I'm saying? Really didn't think he was going to beat him like that, but you know, Benavidez had Canelo out here ducking him. Canelo ducking him. I don't want to say. I don't want to say.
Question, right?
I don't want to say.
Let me ask you one question. Who David Morrell fight that you considered that was even elite or even top, like good before he fought Benavidez?
Before he fought Benavidez?
Yeah.
I can't. Nobody,
right? So like to be honest with you, like David Morrell. So what we going by with him? Who was he? Because David Benavidez already said that he was too young, he was inexperienced. They all kept saying that. They said that's the reason why they really didn't want to fight him before the fight.
Yeah.
So what do David Benavidez get out of that? David Benavidez been a 250 pounder fighting at a light heavyweight. They both moved to light heavyweight at the same time, but David Benavidez obviously already been that size.
I don't got David Morrell on my list. I got Benavidez on my list.
I'm just saying, what the David? I don't see why he gets.
Oh, you saying how Benavidez? Oh, you saying how Benavidez? Oh, you saying how do I give Benavidez credit for beating David Morrell? Because David Morrell was a person that come on, man. Everybody know that David Morrell was a person that people was avoiding.
He was in very high regard too.
Yeah, David Morrell is somebody that people was avoiding. Everybody thought that a lot of people thought that David Morrell was going to knock out David Benavidez.
Man, I don't know where.
People were saying that Benavidez was ducking them, bro. And a lot of people were surprised when Benavidez chose that fight. And he only took that fight because people was pressuring him. People were saying that he was ducking them.
You know that fight was the same fight. I'm not trying to cut you off until you go back because you got six David Benavidez, bro. You know that fight is like the same fight equivalent to Bud fighting that one nigga at 154. Besides, was for a belt.
No, I don't see it that way, man. Because people were saying nobody wasn't saying Bud was ducking Madrimov, bro.
Oh, okay. I see what you saying. I
Majimov
see
was
what you're
just a
saying.
stepping stone for Bud. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
I see
saying?
what you're saying. I
He
see what
just
you're saying.
picked
But I'm just
you can
letting you
say
know that
he
Majimov
just
is the
picked
same
Majimov.
equivalent. They say that Majimov helped Bivol beat Canelo and all this stuff. It's the same equivalent though.
What, David Morrell?
So yeah, David Morrell. It ain't really no.
David Morrell
He
not on
only
my
had
list,
like
bro.
10 fights.
I'm
He
giving
only had 10
Benavidez
fucking
credit.
fights.
I'm giving Benavidez credit for beating Morrell, for going to the smoke. He ain't had to fight Morrell. David Morrell was the boogeyman over there, bro. He ain't had to fight David Morrell. He did that to show that he the best. You know what I'm saying? He did that to show,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
prove
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because we
yeah.
were saying that he was ducking David Benavidez.
All
I
right,
mean, we were saying he was ducking David Morrell. A lot of people were saying that, yo, he don't want no smoke with David Morrell. And, he was from the eye test, David Morrell looked like he was the best.
right,
So David Benavidez took that fight. And
all right,
David Benavidez beat him. He had Canelo ducking him and all of that. People asked Terrence Crawford about Bud, even said, people think, Bud ain't crazy. He knew not to go up there and try to fight Benavidez. When Floyd was trying to tell him he should fight Benavidez to get the Canelo fight, Bud knew that was crazy, bro.
right.
I ain't want that for Bud. You
I
know what I'm
don't
saying? The
know, man.
Mexican monster, bro. I got him at number 5. Number 4, bro. We gonna get past him because you seem like we could talk about why David Benavidez did when I opened the panel and all of that. But number 4, I got T.O., bro. I don't like T.O.
Oh
You know
my
what I'm saying?
God,
Teofimo
yo,
Lopez, but I can't
bro.
take away from his skill, his accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it can't just be that, what y'all thinking it is. It gotta be his accomplishments, the way he looked in fights. You
See,
know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying, man.
T.O.
You
Listen,
going by who?
T.O. might have ducked Devin Haney, but he beat Lomachenko, bro. T.O. beat Lomachenko at 135. He beat him first. You know what
Man,
I'm
you
saying?
going,
When everybody
man.
thought that Lomachenko, well, nobody thought he was nobody thought Lomachenko was unbeatable when they was trying to act like, he was the Matrix and all of that. Couldn't nobody beat Lomachenko when they tried to erase his wins and live
Right.
on air and all of that stuff. He was the guy. And T.O. beat the man. T.O. beat
Uh,
him, man. And we
all
can't
right.
take that away from him. I won't go too far in to say that he was undisputed. Because no, he wasn't undisputed. But he was unified. He had 3 of the belts and he beat the man. He beat Lomachenko, who was considered the man at 135 at that point, man. Before anybody started mixing it up, he beat Lomachenko.
All right.
So I got T.O. at number 4. And not only that he beat Lomachenko, and then he went up and beat the lineal champion and Josh Teller, who I still say was undisputed because ain't nobody really beat Josh Teller once he became undisputed. He beat Regis and became undisputed. So T.O. beat Josh Teller and he beat him. He made it look easy when he beat Josh Teller. And ain't that what this whole list is all about? Fighters moving up in weight and doing and accomplishing great feats. So he moved up and fought the champion up there, who I considered should have been undisputed, but he wasn't. He never got beat. He was the lineal champion. Let's just say that. Let's just say he was the lineal champion. So he beat Josh Teller. And then he went. In that fight with in Saudi, on that Ryan Garcia and Devin situation, Ryan Garcia lost to Rolly. Devin beat Ramirez, and I think T.O. had the best performance out of that. You know what I'm saying? I think T.O., is definitely deserving of number 4. I don't like him, but that's where he at. I got Beterbiev, man, at number 3. Got Beterbiev at number 3. He was undisputed. Canelo tried to cherry pick Bivol. He knew not to cherry pick better beat Beterbiev. And I think a lot of people they overlook but the little subtle things that Beterbiev do as a fighter, man. People just try to say that he's just a puncher, but you gotta actually set people up and all of that. It takes more than just having the power, for him to be on the win streak and winning like he was doing, beating Bivol and all of that. I got Bivol at number 2. Bivol is my number 2. You know what I'm saying? Bivol. I think they robbed him of the undisputed. I don't think he was undisputed because Beterbiev wasn't undisputed when he fought him again. But they finally gave him a win, one of them wins. But Bivol, I got him at number 2. I'm kind of speeding through it. And number 1, I got Devin the Dream Haney, bro. Hanos. Number 1.
Hey,
I got Devin at number 1
hey,
because he a
yo.
3 division champion, undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Every Devin Haney has been doing what everybody else has been getting cooked for not doing, but we want to look past the fact that he's doing it. Every time he move up to another weight class, he's fighting a champion up there. You know what I'm saying? He's running towards the smoke. So 3 division champion, not unified, undisputed champion. And you know, he got the best comeback, you know. Everybody wanted to take Devin Haney off the list, you know, for the same reason that's why I put Tank at number 9, bro, because of the way he looked in his last fight. So
Right.
they took Devin off the
Bro,
list for a loss that that didn't even count. So I got Devin at number 1.
I'm gonna
All
tell you
right.
what
Hey,
I
so
hate. I'm
go
gonna tell you
ahead.
what I hate, bro.
If
It's gonna be
Usyk
quick.
can't be on the list, if
Usyk not on.
Usyk not
Look,
on the list, Devin Haney is number 1.
I'm gonna tell you what I hate.
Panel was open. Everybody could
Listen,
get their thoughts in.
I'm gonna be short winded. I hate where you put Inouye. I hate where you put Boost. I think Inouye is too low. I think Boost is way too high, and I don't think Devin's number 1.
Let's start with Inouye. The first one you said.
Um,
Why Inouye? I told you why I got Inouye
I
where I'm at. Why you think he should be higher?
I think he has a strong case to be number 1, and I think he's very low. I think he has a very strong case. I think he has a stronger case than Devin to be number 1. I'm not saying he's better than Devin. I don't really know who's better. I think he's a more devastating puncher and all of that. Yeah, but I think
Hold on, hold on. I got something. I got to do something first.
all right. He about to try to
Yeah, I had to
sneak and
put my
pull.
shield on, bro.
I'm about to say I thought you about to sneak and try to pull some stats
Ain't
up.
no clan in the building, bro. I had to put my shield up.
So Dev is my guy. But if I had to choose between Devin and Inouye for number 1, I would easily say Inouye. How many weight classes has he climbed and collected a strap in now? Is it 4 or 5? How many divisions has he collected a belt in? Been undisputed what, two times now?
As far as I'm concerned, is
Um,
1, bro. They
listen, I know I know you don't respect the lightweights, the smaller weights. I know you don't respect them. But who else? Bivol, I'm fine with Bivol being number 2. I also could make a strong case for Bivol being number 1. I think he's the best technical fighter in the world. Tio, I think Tio's a little too high because I've seen Tio lose to guys he had no business losing to, and that includes Sandor Martin. I think he lost that fight as well. He thought he lost that fight. Um,
hold on.
so
You thought he lost, but he ain't lose, bro. Come on
come on,
now.
man. He asked his dad after the fight,
Hey,
"Do I still got it?"
hold on. Hey, let me say something real quick, cause I hear y'all. I think y'all talking about who got the better accolades,
I'm
who's
talking
the
about
better fighter
everything. I'm talking
accolades.
about everything.
Man, I never looked at pound for pound as that. I look at pound for pound as skill wise, man. People that if they go to another weight class, they would dominate something.
No,
Y'all
but some
going
of
by accolades.
but them skills be,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Devin
saying.
literally went 3 weight
Listen,
classes and dominated.
them
listen.
skills be fool's
That's
gold,
what I'm
bro.
trying to
When you
say.
until you step
Devin
up.
should be up there, but y'all, you bringing up people that, oh, he did this and this fight, this, that, and third. We talking about skill wise, his skill set.
Because Frequent made the case, he brought up their accomplishments in his
Yeah,
argument. So I'm only
yeah.
arguing accomplishments back.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not
I
bringing
feel like
something
y'all just
for.
going by
I'm not bringing
accomplishments.
something foreign into the argument. I'm only countering his argument with the
If
same
that's the
standard.
case,
No, hold on.
if that's the case, Joe
It's not. I'm
Katasanti,
not just
whatever his
bringing.
name is,
Hold
the
on. Let me
best
be
skill for
clear.
skill
Let me be
fighter.
clear. Hold up.
Like,
I'm not
like
bringing
pound for
any
pound.
accomplishment. Just becoming a champion is not an accomplishment that'll get you up
I
there.
mean,
But becoming undisputed,
you read off the things
though,
you
because
read off the things
becoming
that
undisputed, becoming undisputed. That's in this era right now, that's becoming a champion to the 4th power, bro. So being
yeah, like
undisputed, that'll get you there, and moving up weight classes, and yeah, that's
Yeah,
moving up weight
the
class
moving up
highest
weight
and beating the
obviously
number
moving up
1
weight,
guy there.
moving up,
That get you there too. That's
moving moving
right
up
now
weight
the
classes,
highest
and your skill set is still dominating in them weight classes. That should get you on there.
the
Whether
highest I can the
yeah, the
highest
reason, and
look,
that's my reason why I don't. with Monster anyway. You know, them weight. I don't really consider
I
all of
feel
them
like that's
separate
why he
weight
should.
classes.
Yeah, but you can't
I feel like
penalize
that's
them
what
for that though.
They
You
not
can't hold that
set to me.
against
They
them.
not separate weight classes, bro. To
You
me,
can't
them
hold. You
weight
can't
classes
hold that,
need to be consolidated,
man. You
bro.
can't hold that against him. He didn't make the rules. He just played by them.
Bro, look, I could have kept him off the list and said, "Yo, it's only
Impossible.
from
You
135 to
you'd have never
it's
heard from
from
me again.
135 to
You would have never. You would have
130."
never. You would have
They
never heard
took
from me. You would have never heard
hey
from me
they
again.
hey they took the heavyweight off of, from the beginning of time. The heavyweight's supposed to be off the list,
That's
so
what.
I can't
That's
take them.
hey, look. That's why you had people around the time with Floyd, Manny Pacquiao, all them niggas was top three. Even Shane Mosley was top three. You had people that had a better resume than them, had better, was
Well, let me.
doing stuff better, but they was going by pound for pound, man. Your skill set. They
Well,
wasn't
let's
going
talk
by.
about.
Okay, well, okay, let me say this and then you could get it here for boxing. Yo, you talking about Monster anyway, bro. I said that the way you looked in fights, that dictated too. It don't look like it don't look like if Monster anyway moved up and fought one of these other guys, you know, that his skill. I saw Monster anyway get floored by a couple of these bums, man. These nobodies be flooring
Right.
them, man. He don't be looking good when he be winning, bro. Sometimes.
Because he
So
liked to fight.
if you could take Devin Haney, if I could take Devin Haney, you know, off the list because Devin Haney, you know, had a situation where he got cheated, or I could take Tank and Tank can drop down on the list, not even for losing, just for you know having a draw and taking a knee in the fight. Then the way you look in the fight, if that's going to be a part of it, then Monster anyway is down, bro. He down there. I don't think
Hell,
that
I
Monster
don't know.
Inoue, if Monster Inoue fought Beterbiev and they was the same size, Beterbiev a stop Monster Inoue, bro.
Nah, he might get knocked out.
I never saw, but he don't got no chin. I never saw Beterbiev get rocked and go down. I never saw him touch the canvas before.
He
I could
got
be
knocked
wrong.
down before.
But
Now look at you. He
I
got
don't
knocked
remember.
down.
No, he
don't
got
remember
knocked down.
him.
I
I
think
don't remember
I
him
think
getting
Yard. I
rocked
think
and knocked
Yard
down.
knocked him
Look it
down. I
up. Go
think
on
Yard
YouTube and
knocked
look
him
it up. He
down.
got knocked down before.
He
I think.
probably early in his
I don't
career.
No,
care,
no,
That's
no.
when
man.
I think.
I
It happened.
saw Abdullah
Hey,
Mason get
And
knocked
and
down
hey, hey,
too
that's
a couple
and
hey,
that's my
times.
man.
hey, listen. I think Yard knocked down Bateria. Yard.
Did he? That
I
fight
Yeah,
saw
was recent too.
Abdullah Mason get
yeah. I
knocked
think
down a
Yard
We
couple
ain't
knocked
talking
him
about
times in
down.
the
Abdullah.
fight,
We
and
talking
we
about
praised him in
one
that
of your
fight.
guys that got knocked down that you tried to make that argument against anyway with.
No, I'm saying I don't got Abdullah Mason on the list, man. I'm
I
talking
don't
about
got
the
him
way
on there
you look in
either.
the fight. Yeah,
I
so I'm
don't.
saying in the way
Hey.
you look in the fight
Listen.
affects where you at.
Listen, the reason why I don't got Berturiav all the way up there, like how you got him all the way up there, is because I don't know if his skill set of carry, and I ain't see him at another weight class.
He a devastating puncher, man. He gonna make it anywhere.
All I seen him at one weight class for his whole career, basically. You know what I'm saying? That he really don't got no extreme vicious resume.
Do Beterbiev get hit a lot in your opinion?
Yeah, he get hit, but he definitely got defense and he definitely got knockout power. But I'm not gonna put him up there with people that moved up to three weight classes still dominated. If he was that short, once he dominated that light heavyweight division, fuck Bivol, because that fight came around a long time. He could have went up to light to the other heavyweight cruiserweight or something like that and dominated. We
So you
seen he
don't
did
think
that.
Beterbiev belong? You think Bivol belong up there?
I think Bivol definitely belong up there.
Okay, well, Beterbiev, I'm glad you said that because
Off the fight.
Beterbiev became undisputed, beating Bivol.
Yeah, in the fight that we could, that's just like Manny Pacquiao and Tim Bradley first fight. In a fight that we knew that Bivol, you could say Bivol won. Go
But
look
I
at that
bet.
fight
Let me
over.
say this.
Bivol was in trouble a couple
I bet
times in that
money.
fight, bro.
But I bet money on Baturviev to win. And when he won, I was shocked. I bet me and Ray Davis bet like $10 messing around. And I didn't even. Baturviev was granted the decision, and I was like, no, I didn't win that bet. I thought I lost the money. I was sure I lost. So I
That's what I'm
mean,
Wait,
saying.
how
Bivol
many times they fought, bro? How many times they
twice,
fought?
twice.
Bivol,
Okay, so
base.
huh?
I
I
thought
said
Bivol won both
Bivol.
fights.
I think Bivol beat him both times.
I think he beat them both fights, and I picked Baturviev
They
both
gave it to
times.
Beterbiev, and that's all off his skill set. That ain't off no power. We ain't going off that. That was all off his skill set. When he beat Canelo, it was off his skill set. It wasn't off no. I'm about to like
But
use.
look, you
It was
said,
off his skill, dominant skill. That's what I'm
but
saying.
look,
That's why.
but you said, But you said, you think that Bivol won, but it's up for dispute though, right?
Yeah, it's definitely
A lot of people think Beterbiev won. And Beterbiev got that accolade of being undisputed. So you don't think Beterbiev belong on there?
I think he
I didn't
belong
put
on there,
him. I
but
didn't
not.
put him above Bivol.
Nah, I think he
Beterbiev
belong.
was undisputed, and I got
I
him
think.
under Bivol. I
I
got
think.
Bivol at number 2.
I think he belong on there, but I think that if you put him up there as number 3, just because he went undisputed in the weight class, when like you really can't. Nah, he did fight that one white guy, man. That was number 3. What's his name? Joe Smith. What was his name? Joe something.
Joe Smith, the
Ye-
construction worker boy.
Yeah, yeah, he did fight. I mean, they consider him kind of good or whatever. But
No,
listen,
he wasn't
it,
good. He
it's a
punished
couple
him.
niggas. You had Tank go 30-0 with 20 something knockouts. You got Boots going like that, and B-Ball just make you up there number 5, number in the
Bro,
top
I
5.
think
No,
I think you just don't like Beterbiev, man. Beterbiev belong on the list, bro.
no, he belong in the list, but not in the top 5 to me. I don't think he
Dang,
belong.
who you put up?
I
Who in your top 5?
I still put Inouye up there as in the top 3. I still put
Yeah, for sure.
I still put B-Ball up there top 3. I put damn. Yeah, this is a hard one when you really think. It's hard,
Come
man.
on, bro. You got them over T.O.?
Nah, I got Tio up there because Tio skill sets. I think Tio could go to a lot of weight classes and still
You
do the
think
same
Monster
thing.
Inoue could beat T.O. if they was the same size? Come on, you can't front on T.O. T.O. got talent, bro. T.O.'s a skilled fighter, man.
If him and Monster Inoue fight, man, I don't damn. That's good. That's good.
Come on, man. Monster Inoue not more skilled than T.O., man. He got more down there in them lower weight classes. He got more punching power than them dudes, so he might, could stop them dudes. But come on, man. His skill ain't like T.O.'s, bro. Come on, man. T.O. more skilled than Monster Inoue.
Damn. Yeah, you right,
You
man.
got you trying to put T.O. down off the. You trying to take T.O. off the top 5 for Monster Inoue.
T.O. be up there. I still had David Benavidez on the list. I had Boots on the list.
If
I
T
don't.
if Monster Inoue
I
and
had.
Shakur, if Monster Inoue and Shakur was the same size, you think Monster Inoue beat Shakur?
I think Shakur walked him down and beat him. I ain't
If
gonna
so,
lie to you.
Monster Inoue and Boots, if they was the same size, you think Monster Inoue would beat Boots?
If they was the same size with the skill set,
Not that they had the same skill set. I'm saying if
no,
they was the same size, that's what it is.
I'm saying, yeah, I think it'd be a close fight.
Be a real good fight, man. Because
I
You
think
think he'll beat Boots?
Boots gets touched a lot.
Man, if you
No,
put
bro.
listen, if you put
Boots.
hey, listen, if you put Tank skill set in all these fighters, I think that he'll beat a lot of these niggas too. If you put Shakur skill set, he'll beat a lot of these niggas. He'll be in the top 3 of any weight class. If you put Monster Inoue skill set, I think he'll be the top 3. I'm not saying that he'll beat these niggas, but he'll be in the
How
top
you?
3
But that's what it pound for pound is. It's about who
in
you
any
think he
weight
would
class.
beat, though.
I don't think Beterbiev will be. I think yeah, he probably will be in the top 3, Beterbiev, but probably close to the top 5.
Who
You know what
who
I'm saying?
who who you, who you think I should take down for Monster? I don't think he beat none of them dudes up there. He don't beat. You just said he don't beat people who I got at number 7, 6, and 4. I got T.O. at number 4. You said you don't think he beat
But
T.O.
I don't think Tio will be top 3, top in any weight class he go to.
You only slowed down when I said Boots. You said he probably get Boots a fight.
Yeah,
It'd
it'd
be
be
a good
a
fight.
good run for
I
money
got
because
Boots on my at number 7. So, and Monster anyway is right
Boots
under him, like right where he
Boots
belongs,
definitely
bro.
should be on there. He should be
He
like
he
number
is on
So
10,
there. He right
where
where
did
he
you
number 10,
belongs
number
at number
9.
8, bro.
where'd you have Shakur?
Who me?
I
Frequent.
got Shakur. I got Shakur at number 6.
Okay, all right.
I
I
feel
I
hear
like
got
you.
he.
Shakur. I got
I
Shakur
feel like
above Boots and Monster anyway,
I feel like you right about that one.
and Tank and
I,
Bam.
I don't feel like I don't feel like though. I don't feel like yeah, you right, man. I feel like Bam and them niggas need to get weighed in with them girls, man. fuck? That because they in a they in a way. They really in a way. They making it
Think
seem
about
like
this. Think about
they
this,
making it
bro.
seem like it's something that it's not. They
Hold,
fighting.
Look,
Come
think
on,
about
man.
this, man. Them small weight classes where they at. It's hard to find a man that small, bro. That light. Think about that. It's hard to find somebody that small, bro, for them to even have competition. It's hard to find,
But niggas use them niggas,
bro.
man.
Some of my kids weigh more than them dudes,
Hey,
bro.
hey, 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 but look, Fly, niggas will put them niggas up there. The reason why they put them niggas up there just to leave out the people that they really hate for real. That's supposed to be up there.
Yeah,
They'll
I don't think that they beat none of the dudes that I got above them.
Man, them
I
niggas
feel
just
like
like
I'm being fair, man. I feel like Monster in a way. You know what? See, I only got Monster in a way above Tank because the way Tank looked in this last fight, bro, and the way he acting, Tank. But I think if Tank and Monster anyway, if anything, somebody can argue that Tank don't belong under Monster anyway. Because I think if they was at the same weight class, I think Tank would knock out Monster anyway. I think Tank is more skilled. You know what I'm saying? I think Tank is just a better all around fighter than Monster anyway is.
man, them niggas is like them niggas all like Jin Sasaki. If they would ever move up to the weight class with Jin Sasaki, yeah, they'd get knocked out when you really think about it.
My guy Dank said Tio ain't on no pound for pound list. Dang,
Nah,
Tio ain't on the list at all, bro. Tio only lost to one guy, George Cambosis.
damn, that's crazy. That y'all, I don't know, man. I think
Look, I said Tio on the list. Everybody left out the room. They went over to the other joint. No, but man, Tio definitely belong on the list, man. I ain't gonna let Dank try to take Tio off the list. Tio definitely belong on the list, bro.
Yeah, Tio don't. I think Tio all the way up top though. I don't think he number 3 or number 4.
And
And
also
we,
I give Inouye credit for what he did to Fulton because a lot of people pick Fulton to beat Inouye.
Man, I'm starting to think Fulton for real wasn't even that good. He was just dominating that weight class that he was in.
You call him another PBC hype job.
Nah,
Damn.
nah, nah, nah. I ain't got no. I don't know about that PVC shit. I'm saying.
No,
I'm
that was
saying. I'm saying.
no, that
I'm
was me.
saying.
That was me throwing shade. No,
No,
I'm just talking.
I'm saying. I feel like that weight class, like what on Fly is saying, that weight class.
all right, so Monster. Anyway, who was else, y'all? Who was else? You said here for boxing. You said Monster in a way didn't
I don't.
belong there.
I don't like where you had Boots to be honest.
You said
I
Boots
think
need to
Boots
be
should be
lower. How
Boots should be
how how
lower.
how
Um,
Boots need to be lower, bro?
I respect his unified championship, but the level of competition that he beat is not really impressive to me. The Stanionis win was a step in the right direction, but after that he went backwards in competition. Um, I understand he wanted the Brian Norman Jr. fight. I do believe that the Normans are the reason that fight didn't happen. I think getting that fight would have stamped him, to be maybe as high as you have him. But without that fight, I don't think Boots has the resume. And I think the accomplishments they're good. They're good, but they're limited.
So, but
So
yeah,
I
okay.
can't
So
even
you
I
saying
can't have Boots over anyway. No way. No, no way.
so Boots can't? So your argument is Boots need to be under. But you said, oh no, that wasn't you. That was Rich.
Yeah.
But Rich definitely said that that'll be a good fight between him and Monster anyway. So
Yeah, I think it would be,
I
but I
guess
would
they
put
can be
in.
I guess they can be interchangeable.
But
Boots could
I
be.
don't even think it's interchangeable. I think Boots is way too high, and I think Inoue is way too low. I don't even think they should be near each other. I think there should be three, four, five names between them
I mean, but the
in Inoue's
the
favor.
original idea of the whole concept has to be taken in consideration too. The original idea. If Monster Inoue and Boots was the same size, you think Monster Inoue would beat Boots?
I think he could beat him, and
Man,
I
I
think
ain't
Boots
gonna
could
lie,
beat, and
no.
I
I think
don't
Hey,
Boots
think I
could
hey,
don't
beat,
think
and I
Fly.
so,
think Boots
bro.
could beat
Hey,
him. But
Fly.
when you
Hey,
talk about
Fly.
the 10 best fighters
Hey,
in the
hey,
world, they all
Fly.
gonna be 50-50.
Hey, Fly. I feel like all them guys that you named on there though should be on there because I feel like if they go up to a weight class, they could do something, but it's only a few that I think that could dominate at different weight classes if they skill set go up there. I think Monster anyway, depending on what time he go up to a 154 weight class, he might could dominate. It might just be
Uh,
him and Boots.
well, when
If
you
he go,
take when
if he
you
go, if you have his skill set go to where Devin Haney and him at, it could be just him and Devin
well
Haney. His
well
skill set.
Well,
He
let's
That's
just
what
said
I'm
say
he
this.
saying.
said my list is trash. I know why he said my
I
list
hate
is
it. I
trash.
hate your
This
list,
guy right
frequent.
here.
I actually I despise it. You my dog, but I hate your list, bro.
Why?
Yeah, yeah,
Why though?
yeah. I don't
I
Because
like
told
that.
Boots,
I
you
don't
because
because
like
you
Boots
that.
ain't
is
put no
above Monster anyway,
I
bro.
don't like.
because you ain't
I
put
don't.
no respect on anyway name.
Bro, I understand you're a Monster anyway fan, but I told you
I'm
nothing
not even a
against him
big anyway. I'm
personally.
not even a big
I
Hey,
anyway
explained to you
fan.
why. I explained to you why though. I explained to you why because of the lower weight classes, man. I feel
I'm
like
not
a lot of those weight
penalizing them for
classes
that,
need to be
man.
condensed. I think they need to be condensed, bro. So
But
those lower weight classes.
but to
And
anyways credit,
I
he keep
think hold on, let me finish.
my fault, bro. Go
And
ahead, bro. My bad.
I think if they was condensed, if they was combined, consolidated, I think he probably would take a loss to some of them guys, bro. I don't
But
think that Monster Inouye is the best around those
but
weight classes, bro. I
to
think if
his
he fought,
credit, he's moving up. He keeps moving up. To his credit, he does move. He doesn't stay long.
come
He
on,
does
man, he
go up.
moving up too slow, bro.
But he doing it though. He
There's
moving.
only
nah, nah.
four
You can't
pounds
take
between
nothing.
them
You can't
guys,
take
man.
nothing away. I want to see him at
That
126 though.
Hey,
I
that's why I
definitely.
said that weight stuff is out the way with me, bro. It ain't no more good. You know, it ain't no foundation to that now that we saw what Bud did, bro. Come on, man. No, bro, it's only 4 pounds. That's how I'm looking at it. Come on, bro. You
Yeah,
could you could eat
I
Thanksgiving dinner and be overweight for the next two weight classes,
Hey,
bro.
I agree. I was thinking that earlier. I was like, man, they should do that weight class with women, man. Like Alicia Bumgarner and all them, cause what the fuck? It's just like Clarissa Shields. They gonna say she fighting a bunch of nobodies, but she getting all these titles, undisputed, and all that type of shit. That's the same thing that they doing at those weight classes. Them niggas ain't that good.
Yeah, it's nobody down there, and the people
And
who is
they're
down there,
not
they
hurt.
separated by 4 pounds. The people they should be fighting is separated by 4 pounds and stuff like that.
Yeah, you right about that.
So that's why I got him on the list, but that's why I got him low, man. I got him because of the way I feel like if them weight classes was consolidated, man, some of them weight classes, I don't think he'd be 2 times undisputed, bro. You know, if
Yeah.
them weight classes, you know, if he fought like some of them other guys, man, that they want to put on the list, Nakatani and them dudes, man. Well, who knows, man? I don't think he probably would have, you know.
Man, I was listening to another channel, man. I ain't gonna say the name, man, but they said Bam beat Sonny Edwards. Man, I'm like, this cracker, man. If any other nigga would have beat him at 135, 140, Sonny Edwards is an equal. Uh, I probably said it wrong. Equal to the nigga that Keyshawn Davis beat up at 135. The nigga that was 30-0, something he beat Navarrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm like, how the fuck, like who had Bam really beat when you really think about it?
Hey, that's my whole thing, man. That's why I said about I
What
came
y'all gonna
on saying
name
that about Bam. That's why I got Bam down there.
Juan Francisco, the old he like that nigga already had 3 or 4 losses.
He's a I don't know what Bradley talking about.
Now I never thought I'd see the day. I never thought I'd see the day with me and you would disagree, but here we are, man.
Why, man? Hey,
Man,
if it's gonna be over Monster anyway, man, I can't say I'm a big fan of Monster anyway. I try to give him
I
his
can
just due,
tell. I
bro.
can tell
I
by your
wanted to
list you're
take
not a
them.
big fan.
Not that I'm not a fan of Monster anyway like that. I'm just not a fan of the lower weight classes like that. Period. I don't even watch them lower weight classes unless it's Monster anyway or you know. I don't even be
See,
trying.
he got you. See,
I only start
see,
watching Monster anyway because
that's
he started
how,
making noise. People start
see,
talking about him,
that's how I know
and
you
he
a fan. You just told on
and
yourself. You just,
I saw what he did to Cool Boy, and I said,
nah,
okay.
you just told on
I
yourself.
said, okay.
Nope.
I saw him what he did to Cool Boy, and said, okay.
Ah,
I thought Cool Boy was gonna beat him.
no, you just told on yourself.
How?
Because you wake up at 4:30 in the morning to watch them. Because you just said you watch it anyway. So that's how I know you a fan. Because you get up, you set an alarm for him.
No, I said no.
He must see TV.
No, I said I only start watching anyway because you know he started making noise. You know,
I don't care why you
The
watching.
Monster
You get up
Inouye
at
fight
you
was
wake
on
up
when
at
I was on
4:30.
my the Monster Inouye fight was on when I was on my way to work, bro.
Nah,
I
you
was
woke
on
up
my
at
way to
four.
work
You woke
looking
up at 4:30,
checking
man.
them
I
out.
know you woke up at 4:30.
No, I really didn't, bro.
No, I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm messing with you, man.
No, but Monster in the way though, man. He just in those
I
lower
think
weight classes that I don't put a lot of
man,
weight on those low weight classes.
I
That's
just
all.
think he the goods, man.
He might be, but we ain't gonna know until he fight one of them guys, man.
And like, what's your counter to my argument about Boots? Because I've always had this argument, like, me. I told you with
I
me and
told
YSN.
I gave you my counter. I think it went past you. I said if Boots and Monster in it, I said we can't
No, I'm
overlook
saying
what the
well, I'm not comparing them. Like, I'm not asking you to draw a comparison to them because I disagree with them. But I'm just saying my argument to Boots. Like, when I just said, like, I think that the standing owners one was good. He was unified at 47. But since leaving 47, he's kind of only went backwards in level of competition. But even at
okay. So
47, wait, hold on. I'm almost done. The level of competition at 47 wasn't that high. What's your counter to that? Which is why I would say Boots might be closer to 10 or even off the list.
my counter to that was, when you ask the question, who has Boots beat. First of all, a lot of people was ducking Boots down there. It was
I
hard
know,
for him to
I
get a
know.
fight. That's how you know when it's one of them ones when people be ducking them and it'd be hard for them to get the fights. They be trying to get the fight, openly trying to get the fight, and people be making every excuse in the book to not fight them. These other fighters be doing. So that's one thing. But when we ask who has Boots fought, he fought Stanionis. You know what I'm saying? I think
Hmm.
Stanionis, you know, he was like the harder of the champions up there outside of Boots. I think he was the one that I gave the most credence to, Stanionis. So he beat Stanionis, became unified, became the lineal champion there, and left. So
So I
you're saying that Monster anyway.
so
So
I
that be
believe. Oh, my fault. Go ahead. My bad, bro. I'm sorry.
so that being in consideration, I take that into consideration, and the original concept of the sense of the list,
Right.
pound for pound. So I'm looking at, if Monster Inouye and Boots was in a fight, you know what I'm saying, they was the same size. Do I think that Monster Inouye could beat Boots? Hell no. Me
I
personally, I
think it's
don't.
a really good fight.
I already told you. I started off with saying that I think that Jerron Boots Ennis is the most talented fighter in boxing. That don't mean that he could beat everybody, because a fighter with the most talent can still lose if they don't have the right game plan. They don't approach the fight, the correct way. Their corner and all of that. Experience. There's a lot of other things that go into winning a fight. But I just think that he's the most talented. Fight. So putting them at the same size, the same weight. Do I think Monster Inouye will beat Boots? Hell no, because Boots got a chin. For one, it don't look like Monster Inouye has much of a chin. He got resilience, I can say that. He got dog. He'll get up after he get dropped and everything, and get his composure and win the fight. And he got punching power. He got a bit of an equalizer down there, but I
Yeah.
don't think that he punched hard enough. I think if him and Boots was the same size, I don't think he'll be
You
able to
know,
get Boots out of there. I think Boots will get him out of there.
the beauty of this though, I think, is that if you talking about the top 10 fighters in the world, not including heavyweights, I think that most of these fights are 50-50 fights. So I think everyone is caused to be discussed, and I think each fighter has an avenue to beat each other, whether it's Devin Haney versus Inoue, Bivol versus Bam, or however you look at it. I think everybody has a path to victory. And I think that's why with these
What was
conversations,
the
I don't hate who's in the top 10. I just hate where they are.
yeah, the last one you said you had a discrepancy with Devin.
Because I don't think Devin's
What?
the best fighter in the world.
Well, I don't think I think Bud is the best fighter in the world.
Well, Bud's not a fighter anymore. He's a model, and he's a businessman.
Okay, so this the way you do it. If
You see, I never
Devin
brought
Haney,
Bud up because I know why you left him off.
yeah,
You
okay, so
retired.
this is the way you
You
do it.
shouldn't be on the list.
So
I
this is
agree.
the
I'm
way
just
you
saying, but so that's what I'm saying. Ain't no point bringing him up now.
so this the way you do it. But that's what I was saying. Bud, he set the tone for this list for me. You know what I'm saying? He not on the list, but he definitely set the tone. The
So
things
that
that we
means you
saw
had.
him do
So does this
I
mean you
think it's
had?
important. It's
Does
important for
this,
me for this list. Bud moved up in weight classes from all the way at 135 all the way up, and he became undisputed. 3 times. Undisputed is a big part of this. It's a part of this list. It's not the deciding factor, but it's definitely gets you on the list. You know what I'm saying? It definitely gets you somewhere around the list, becoming undisputed. Because to me, undisputed is it's like it's becoming a champion magnified by 4, bro. We in the 4-belt era right now. You got to get 4 belts to become undisputed.
And how
So
many times? How many times has Inoue done that?
in a way, but that's the thing. In a way, became
Come on, man.
undisputed 2 times. He 2 times
How,
undisputed,
how
right?
many times has Boots done that?
But to me, I told you that in the beginning. To me, it's the same weight class, bro.
Oh my God, you're not
The
gonna
weight
keep getting
classes
that
could
your
be
argument.
consolidated, bro. You
You arguing.
undisputed in the
Hey,
same
the
You
way.
starting to
the
argue like
thing
the crazy
is,
boy, man.
the
You starting
the
to
the
argue like
thing
the
is with
crazy boy,
this,
bro.
the thing is with this list, and it's like, man, I'm not gonna argue with nobody's list because because people's list is based on they change their criteria. They don't like another person's criteria, so they use a different criteria to make their list. So I ain't knocking it. But when I look at Haney, Shakur, Inoue, Boots, am I missing one? No, those 4 for sure. Ain't none of them had split decisions in their career. So, and then it's like
It was always
with Boots,
unanimous, right?
it's always unanimous. And so this is why these guys are on the list. And this is why, we trying to figure out who's who. When some of these people we don't know who's who yet. You feel me? Like Shakur, we ain't we see the skill set. Boots, we see the skill set. It's like, hey, because when we're looking at Boots or we're looking at Shakur, if they was to handle their business against names, they could be arguably get up to number 1 potentially in their career, but they have to get to it fast for them to have some type of pathway to get up here. When you got fighters like Inoue clearing out multiple divisions and becoming undisputed, when you got uh, you know other
If Shakur,
fighters
if
that done
Shakur,
already did it.
if Shakur and the Tio fight happens and Shakur beat Tio, Shakur going above Benavidez and Tio. Shakur gonna be my number 4, bro.
Yeah, I think
Because
the highest.
I can't have somebody on the list above somebody who they lost to.
I think
Shift.
the highest
It
I
could
could.
be arguable.
The
I
highest
can't
I
have
could put.
somebody on the list above somebody they lost to unless they lost to each other.
Who is
If
this you talking
Shakur,
about?
we was talking about Bivol and Beterbiev. They was fight. They both beat each other.
Yeah, that's as 50-50 as it gets though. Those two.
Yeah,
That's as
and them guys
50-50
is,
as it
but
gets.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they
So
both
I
After two
and how they
fights,
lost, how they
my
won and
thing
lost too. They both
my thing
imposed
is
their style. That
after
was a good
af-
series.
after 2 fights, I still don't know who's better.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's
That's a
the
great way to
beauty of
put
them
it.
fighting. I don't know who's the better fighter. And I always thought Beterbiev was until they fought. I had
You
actually
know,
told my homie Beterbiev was going to stop Bivol. I thought he was too tough for him.
but that's the edge you get of Bivol is that Bitter BF stopped everybody before Bivol. Bivol's
yo
the only
this
one
is
that
Yeah.
took him to the distance. You see what I'm saying? So it
That's one of
was,
my favorite rivalries like in history, bro. I
yeah,
love that rivalry.
yo
yeah. No,
this
that joint's
look
nice.
at
That's
this
my fight of the year. The rematch is my fight of the year.
Hey, look at this comment right here, bro. This would change a lot of things on my list. He said that's why basically all of my pound for pounds are in different weight classes. I mean, I ain't mad at that for them to be in different weight class. I don't agree. That's not how I did my pound for pound list. But if the pound for pound list couldn't include people on the same weight class, it'll be some people off my list, bro. I'll be trying to figure out who the heck I would put on there, If only Bavard and Beterbiev could be on it, I had to take Beterbiev off. Let me see. Tio is at 140. He the only one at 140 on my list. So
But we're not going by, weight classes. We're going by pound for pound, regardless of what weight class you're in. That's
yeah,
why you
yeah,
have
but he
multiple
said
people on the list in one weight class.
exactly.
Otherwise, you just make a ring list.
I was just entertaining his thought right here, what he was saying about his pound for pound list,
Yeah.
and letting it be known if the pound for pound list, if I did it like that, it'll be a lot
Yeah.
of people off my list, because I don't see it like that. To me, the
You just
pound for
don't
pound list
you just
has
don't
to
like
be
Japanese boxers, man. Just say it.
no, it's not that, bro.
You
But
don't like Japanese boxers.
I didn't even bring that into it. I didn't even bring you. You just reminded me a way to hate on. You just reminded me a way to hate on Monster in a way, bro. He all of his fights be in Japan, bro, and they be stacking out there. How about that,
you
bro?
was
How
already
about that?
doing it. You was already
He
doing
got
it.
his undisputed by stacking, bro.
You was already hating on him. You ain't need no help.
No, you hated on him just now.
That's my dog. I like Anyway, man.
Yo,
Anyway,
what
like
about
that,
that?
bro.
What you got to say about that? All of his
I don't
fights
know.
be in Japan and they be stacking over Japan. What about
I,
that? Answer
I don't
that.
know. We talking about stacking the raps?
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know
He be
nothing.
stacking.
I don't know nothing about that. I wasn't in the locker room.
No, it's legal out there.
Yeah,
That's another reason to soften it, bro, for him.
And
You
they
know.
got different type of testing out there too.
Yep. Come on, bro. They ain't even testing for Ostarine out there, bro.
that's where Ryan was going to go. Ryan was going to Japan.
You know what I mean? They stacking out there and everything, man.
Come on,
He ain't
man.
fighting nobody. Let him come over here and fight somebody, man.
He fought here
Listen,
before.
He fought here one time.
And it was before.
hey, this is off subject. This is off subject. But real talk, if Ryan beats Barrios and actually gets a belt, we've created a monster. He will not fight Haney. He will hold on to that belt, and they will shoot him up to
well,
superstardom and make him the face of boxing.
No, he gonna have to fight somebody else though.
the monster is already
No, he
created
won't.
by even allowing him to fight in the first place. The monster's already been created. He shouldn't even be in
Exactly.
this fight.
But if he gets the belt, though, you got to
They
think about it. Think if
they
he
keep
gets the
pushing.
belt. But
Yeah, he
think if he
shouldn't even be
gets it,
fighting
though.
for a belt.
But think about if he gets it, though. That's what you got to look at the aftermath of. If he gets the fucking belt, bro, it's a wrap.
He
He's
gotta
not
fight. He
fighting
has to
Devin.
fight Devin. He has to.
No, he don't. That's the whole point. He's A side already. No, he won't. And with a belt, he's just different, bro. They're
I
gonna
don't think
pump
he's
him as
A
the
side. I don't think
face
he's
of
A
boxing.
side. I don't
I'm
think
talking
that. I
about
don't
the
think
money.
he's.
You don't think he's
I
A
don't.
side. The money's dictates that.
Well. The reason I say
Well,
that is because
salute, bro.
Turkey going to foot the bill. So it ain't about who's taking what. He gonna pay. He gonna negotiate their price. What's your fee? So I don't think that the fighters even got to worry about that amongst each other. The fight's ready to be made. Ryan just got to win.
Man, they will walk away from that turkey money to try to maximize, Golden
Th-
Boy maximize what they can make off Ryan with a title.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
looking at the business aspect of it. You gotta
Yeah,
look. You gotta look. He like how they will sell him. They've already sold him. If you didn't know, you think he'd had a title already.
but if Devin press him, even if he beats Barrios and Devin presses him for a fight and he declines the Devin fight, we know what it was. You know what I'm
The
saying? Like we all know
casuals
what it
won't
is.
care, bro. Listen, you're talking
We
as
know.
a
You know what I mean?
boxing fan.
I can't
I
concern myself
know.
with the casuals
I'm
thinking.
just no, but what I'm
We know
talking
the
about is
truth.
the business. I'm talking about the business stuff. That's why I'm not talking about the casuals in the sense of matter. I'm talking about how fights get made. I'm talking about, bro, these can literally watch shit. He gets that
Hold on.
title, he don't gotta fight nobody.
Let me
Real
find out.
talk.
So Kev, you this list right here, take Usyk off the list. You think this list is right? In a way,
Um,
belong at number 2, bro,
yeah, I'm cool with that because I wanted to
and
ask
Bam
you.
at number 3.
So let me ask you. I just wanted to ask you. So if you have Dev at number one since Bud retired, does that mean you had Dev at number two before that Bud retired?
Well, we did that was before I had Dev at number 2 before he beat
Before Brian Norman, yeah.
Brian Norman. When he beat
So
Brian Norman and became a 3 division champion, undisputed first ballot Hall of Famer, yeah, he at number 2, bro.
so you had him at number two prior to Bud retirement.
Yeah, because I don't
I
put
think that's
Usyk on my
way.
list. I don't
I
put
don't.
Usyk on my list.
I wouldn't put Dev over anyway, Baterviev or Bivol.
Me neither,
Why?
but it's his
Why?
list.
Why? What's your reason? What's your reason for him not being
Um,
over
I think
Bivol?
I think they're all as accomplished as Dev, and I think they all have good wins, good enough wins to justify it.
Bivol. All right, let's look at Bivol.
Because Bivol beat Canelo, he beat Baterviev,
Mm-hmm.
so there's something to be said about that.
Okay, so he beat Canelo, he beat Baturbi. Yeah, Bivol. Yeah,
So
Bivol.
I would put him
See,
over.
you know what?
I would put him over Devin.
You know what? My top 3.
He about to change it, yo. He about to change
If my top 3 there, I mean, I think you crazy for trying to put Inouye up
it.
there. I think you
Anyway, my
crazy for
boy,
putting Inouye.
that's
But
my
without
dog.
having Inouye up there, like I wouldn't be mad at somebody if they try to put Bivol or Beterbiev above Devin Haney. I
I got
wouldn't
them
be too
over
mad. I
Dev.
just tell y'all crazy. That's not what I think.
I have
But
them
I won't look at
comfortably
you
over
too
Dev.
crazy though. Because yeah, what you saying with not Beterbiev, but Bivol. If you was to try to put, switch them out number 1 and 2, I kind of could see that Bivol, he did beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Bivol did beat Beterbiev, who was
Yeah,
undisputed.
and me
So
saying that
he
I don't
got,
have. My fault, bro. My bad.
Go ahead. That was all I was getting
Yeah,
at.
I
Go
was
ahead.
just gonna say, and nothing I'm saying that is a slight to Dev. It's just giving a little more credit to Bivol and Baterviev. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no slight to Dev. I just think that those two have, collect like together individually have done a little more than Dev. I think.
Yeah, higher level competition overall.
Yeah, and
Look at
and I
this
don't.
guy right
But if
here,
you
man.
if you go the other way with the argument and say if Dev fought either one of them, I think Dev and Bivol match up like it's almost like a mirror match, like
When I
Sub
come
Zero
back on
versus
your
Sub
panel, I'm gonna
Zero.
have to throw
They
you in. I'm
fight
gonna throw
different
y'all in the
though. Nah,
back
that
again,
I
bro.
think
that pendulum,
I'm
that
not
Eastern
saying that they
European
I'm
pendulum is
not
different
yeah,
though.
but I'm saying the technical aspect, how technical they are. I'm not saying they're like going to do the same stuff, but it's going to be a technical fight. It's going to be very
Yeah,
technical.
but that's what I'm talking about. I'm going into the technical thing. The one thing about with the ball, like the ball would be tricky for Dev because the ball would be high in inside outside. Like as far as he's not going to be as predictable as for Dev to be able to jab and grab like that because the ball be moving inside and outside as he's punching. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like the technical matchup. It'd be a technical matchup, but I would kind of have an edge on Bivol just because he'll have more activity with his style than Devin.
Dev is active though. Dev is a very active puncher.
No, no,
I
no,
think Dev
Cam,
not
is
as
hit the
active
link,
active.
as
Cam.
not as active as Bivol.
I
Not as
think Dev
The
active
is
as
link is right
Bivol.
active.
And
there.
you
I don't
can't
got
in
no
his
other
last
devices
in
in
his
it.
last two fights, you can't say he was active if that's how he's fighting now. You feel me? He landed 70 punches in both of those fights.
But I would say Bivol is better than Dev. That's
Yeah, I would say
my
he's
opinion.
better too. I would
I
say he's
don't think
better.
I think it's a close fight if they did fight. I think
I would
it's an
say
even
he not,
matchup.
bro. I don't think Bavard better than Devin Haney, bro.
I mean, that's your opinion. Like I said, I broke down why I think he is. So, I'm not going to necessarily, it's not, I'm not in an outrage if you say it. I mean, Bivol is just different,
Yeah,
bro,
I
with
will
his
only
punch
put
output.
Bavard above. I will only put Bavard above Devin Haney in that sense. You know, who has he beat? If you ask the question, who has he beat? I think the two top fighters that Bavard beat, he got two people on his resume that people look at. Canelo, man. Canelo was undisputed 2 times, bro. He got him under his belt, and then he got Beterbiev under his belt, who was undisputed 1 time. He got two former undisputed fighters under his belt. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would say, yeah, Bivol, I wouldn't be mad if somebody put Bivol at number 1 and
So why
Devin
don't
at
you?
number 2.
So why don't you
But I
do it?
got Devin at number 1
So why don't you do it and be honest?
I am being honest because of what I saw Devin do just now. What I saw
Nah,
Devin
Dev,
do just now.
and Dev is my
Devin,
man.
when Bivol, we could argue this. When Bivol fought Beterbiev, it wasn't it wasn't like he didn't separate himself from it. You know what I'm saying? He won, but he ain't separate. You can't look at that fight and be like, yo, Bivol is way better than Beterbiev. Beterbiev didn't, belong in there with it. Devin made the last opponent he fought look like he ain't even belong in there with him. And he was coming off of dealing with a lot of stuff and moving up to a new weight class, bro. And he a 3 division champion, 1 time undisputed.
Look, I'm not
Come on, bro.
arguing. I'm not arguing against anything you're saying about Dev. I agree with everything. I just think at the end of it, Bivol has done a little more.
I don't think so, bro. How many weight classes Bivol was in?
He started off heavy. He a bigger guy.
Yeah, so the pound that's what I said. The sense of the whole concept of pound for pound is them moving up in different weight classes, right? Devin has actually been doing it, moving up into different weight classes. He at number 3 if we counting. You know what I'm saying? And showing his dominance at 3 weight classes, bro.
I'm not arguing against none of that. I just think Bivol's a better fighter.
I don't think so. I think if
I
Bivol
don't think
and
there's a
Devin Haney
huge
was the
gap.
same size, I think if Bivol and Devin Haney was the same size, I think Devin Haney will win. For one, I think Devin Haney is faster and more slick than Bivol is.
I don't know if he's fast. Bivol is quick, man.
I think Bivol got good fundamentals and everything. He got a little bit of speed to him too. I don't think he got nothing that's going to hurt Devin, but I think Devin can hurt him. I just think Devin. I think if they was the same size, the whole sense, the concept of pound for pound. If I think if they was the same size, I got Devin. You got Bivol.
I got Bivol.
Yeah, I
But I
don't.
think
I
it's
got
but I
Devin.
think it's but I think it's a very close fight. I think it's very, very, very close. Like I think it could be a draw close. Like that's how close I think they are in skills. I'm not saying like Bivol is better. I'm not saying that I think he's better, but that doesn't mean that he is better. It's just what I think. But if somebody
Yeah,
told me Devin was better, I wouldn't argue with them. I'd be like, I could see why you think that.
no, I don't know. Maybe
I like both guys. You know what I mean? I like both of them. I'm not, I hate. I'm not gonna say I hate to have an argument. It's a good argument to have because I
yeah,
like
yeah.
both.
It's all.
I can make an argument for either guy to be number one, but I wouldn't put Dev that high. I got Dev closer to like five right now.
I don't see nobody beating Devin by outboxing him. I don't think Bivol footwork is as
I
good
think
as Devin's.
no
I don't
Bivol
think that
footwork
Bivol's
crazy,
hand
bro.
speed is faster than Devin's. I
Bivol
think
fast too,
he fast too, but I don't think he faster than Devin.
and he
I don't think
quick.
he
He
more
not just
slick
fast.
than
He
Devin.
quick.
I don't even think he more slick than Devin.
I think they pretty.
I
I think they
think
pretty
Devin.
even. That's why I
Yeah,
said they mirror.
I think
That's why
he'll
I
get
said it's
out
like a.
coached and all of that, bro.
That's why I said a few minutes ago it's like a mirror to me because there's no. They both do a lot of things well, and they got similarities. I'm not saying the way they look, but the way they fight. Like they quick when they feed, they bouncy, quick jabs and stuff like that. That's I think they compare in that aspect. It'd be a very technical fight.
I don't know. I got a hard time believing. I got a hard time seeing somebody outboxing Devin Haney. That's all. And Bivol is one of those
Same,
fighters that's
same.
going to try to outbox you. He's
Yeah,
one
that's
of them
what
fighters that's going to outbox you. I don't see him being superior to Devin Haney in that sense. I think Devin Haney got a better jab. I think Devin Haney got better footwork and he got speed. He
I
got more
see a
speed than
I
Bivol.
see a draw. That's what I see a draw. To be honest, but I could also see it going 7-5 either way. I think it's that close.
I see it. I see it going like Devin Haney versus Linares.
I
That's how
see it
I
going
see it
more like
going.
Devin. I see him going more like Devin versus Loma, but without the early rounds being given away. I think that's a real
Uh,
back and forth fight. I think that's a
I don't know.
really,
I
really
don't know why.
clinch
Know why
fight
I
for the
don't think, but
judges.
I don't know why I don't see it that way. Cause Lomachenko was one of the he's like the one guy who was in there who I think had better footwork than Devin. That's the one person I thought that had better feet than Devin was Lomachenko.
Loma had better feet than everybody.
Exactly. That's why Devin had. That's why it was that way. The fight looked that way. You know, Devin was trying to work. He had a game. He came in there with a game plan against Loma because he knew his footwork wasn't better than Devin, so he wasn't going to be able to outbox Loma on the outside or whatever. I don't think he would have been able to. You know, but I could be wrong. Devin might have been able to, with his speed, he might have been able to still beat Loma. But you know, they don't call Loma. They wasn't calling Loma the Matrix for nothing.
Yeah, I
Loma
saw.
had the better footwork. I don't think that Bivol footwork will be. I don't think his footwork is as good as Haney's. So
I
I
went
think
to.
Devin would have outboxed him.
I went up to New York to see Comey and Lomachenko fight, and like right hand to the sky. I stopped. It got to a point I stopped watching Loma throw punches. I just was staring at his feet. Yo, his footwork is like insane. Like watching it in person, I'm like, yo, nobody's feet should be able to move like that. That was some of the best footwork I've ever seen. That's the best footwork I've ever seen in my life. But like watching it live, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like the way he moves, bro.
Yeah,
Like he was
yeah.
fun to watch. He was real fun to watch. I hate when people be like super hard on him because he gave us a lot to talk about.
No, I don't do, bro. I don't feel no sympathy for Loma, bro.
I like Loma, man. Loma never bothered me, man.
Loma, they used to
I know
overhype
y'all give
Loma
him a
so
hard
much. Where I
time.
was like, come on, bro.
Loma did what?
They used to overhype Loma so much that I'd be like, come on, bro. He good, but
He
he ain't
was
that good, bro.
not. Yeah, they
I saw
definitely
I
was
watched
hyping him. They
who
was
was it?
hyping him.
I forget who it was. They was interviewing Andre Ward and Terrence Bud Crawford and told them both that Lomachenko was a better pound for pound fighter than they was, and Loma had two losses. He had two losses already, I believe. And I'm like, come on, he only had like 11 fights,
Yeah,
like
nah,
like
that's
11 or
silly. I
12
mean, we
fights
know
or something like
that's
that.
them looking for the next great white hype. But
Yeah, I
Loma,
ain't like it
Loma,
how they was trying to
but but
overhype
but
him.
but we can't. But I can't hold what they did against Loma. You know what I mean? Because Loma barely talked to us. You know what I'm saying? Like he barely talked. So I
That
can't
was the
hold with the
language
media.
barrier, bro.
Yeah, but I can't hold with the media tried to do against Loma. You know what I'm saying? I know what I saw Loma do. Loma was fun to watch. He is a good champion. I think he took them challenges on. Yeah, he did duck Devin the first time, but he ended up fighting Devin. I gotta give him credit for that. He fought
I
T.O.
think he
against
only fought
T.O.
Devin because Devin was undisputed though.
Well,
That
yeah,
was
for
his
sure.
dream, man.
But a lot of guys didn't fight Devin when Devin was undisputed. A lot of guys that we wanted to fight Devin. That I'm not gonna say no names. I don't want to start no trouble. Um, so I can't hold that against Loma. I only can hold it against him for. I only can say that he did it. I don't care what the reason is. He did it, and he did the
Yeah,
same. He did the same with Tiafimo. Like he fought tough comp. He didn't beat them, but I don't hate Loma for that. He gave us some real good fights. So I don't.
yeah,
I mean,
true.
he was fun. He was fun to watch. I did enjoy his career.
Yeah, Lomachenko spent all that, he spent a lot of time in his career calling out Javante Tank Davis. And then you ain't gonna fight him on your way out. That could have been your last fight. You finally get to fight him.
I don't think that at that point. I don't think he was in it no more. I think it was smart to get out of it if he wasn't in it. I think that they ducked him when he wanted to fight. Now I'm gonna duck y'all when y'all want to fight. See you later.
Hey, that was my biggest disappointment with Javante Tank Davis way, way back when I was a Tank fan. Yeah, I'm saying I really want him. I really wanted him to fight Loma because Loma, they seemed like they was pressing him and talking
They
crazy,
were. They
but
really
Tank
were.
ain't never do it. And when I saw that Tank actually was afraid. I know the Tank fans about to get mad, but Tank was afraid, bro. He was scared, man.
He
He was
thought he
really
thought they
afraid.
were trying to. He
I
thought they were
used to
trying to
think
make him lose to Pedraza. So I
yeah,
mean,
I thought that it was Floyd trying to, I thought Floyd just ain't believe in Tank. But then once I saw that Tank really ain't believe in himself, he really was scared to fight Loma himself. He tried to say that uh uh Mayweather was threatening him with Loma. Actually, Mayweather was threatening with Loma. He was trying to say that Mayweather tried to make him lose to fight Pedraza, putting him in that fight with Pedraza. So, that told me that Tank ain't really believe in himself there. He thought he was being put in there too early. He thought Floyd was trying to get him beat. And then to see Floyd threaten him with a Loma fight, I'm like, oh man, Floyd knows something that we don't know, bro. He must know that Tank scared of Loma.
he never
You know what I'm
wanted that
saying?
fight,
So
bro.
so I'm like, come on, man. I just at that point, man, I just couldn't be a Tank fan no more, bro.
And
And
that's
and I
why
became a Devin fan when Devin
infrequent.
started call Devin. I was hearing Floyd Sr. talk all this stuff about Devin, and when Devin started calling out Loma, that made me more of a fan. I said, okay, we got somebody about to get Loma now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We
and
got somebody who ain't scared.
that's why I'm not mad at Loma for not fighting Tank when Tank finally wanted to fight. No, you're not getting this scalp on your resume when you know I'm 1 foot out the door and all that. Because look how they criticized Terrence Crawford with Sean Porter. What did they say? Oh, Sean Porter had 1 foot out the door. Blah, 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 blah. That's what they said. They wouldn't say that about Lomachenko. They would just say Tank beat him. Loma
Yeah.
had 1 foot out the door, and he was half, and he never fought again. To his credit, so it's not as if he fought somebody else. He never fought again.
I mean, I would be agreeing with you if Loma didn't look the way he looked in his last fight, bro. And didn't Loma become unified or no? Am I tripping?
I'm not sure.
Am
I'm
I
just not
tripping?
mad at him for not fighting Tank
Did
because
Loma
Tank.
had I thought Loma had two belts when he went out.
I can't remember.
I knew he stopped George Kambosos though.
Yeah, so I'm not mad at Loma for the way he left the game. I'm not too mad at it. Like, yeah, it was a fight that I wish him and Tank could have figured out years ago. It shouldn't have got to the point where Loma was pretty much walking away and then Tank suddenly wants to fight him. No, don't fight him. Fight Shakur. Shakur was free. Why you
Yeah,
not trying to fight Shakur?
but what I'm saying, my thing with Loma though, it's not like he looked bad in his last fight. Loma looked good in his last fight. He did
Yeah.
something. If I'm not mistaken, he the first person to stop George Kambosos.
But I
If
mean, you
I'm
got to
not
remember
mistaken,
Loma is older too though. What's Loma? What, 38?
but you ain't seeing that though. George Kambosos never been stopped before. Loma stopped him, bro. Loma
He was the
stopped
first
him.
one to stop him, right?
Yeah, he was the first person to ever stop George Kambosos. So he looked good in his first fight. Good
He just
enough
didn't
where
want.
I
He
can
didn't
say,
want.
okay, he can fight Tank, man. You can fight Tank.
He ain't want to fight no more. Said he
Yeah,
was
don't
done.
bow out like that, man. No, I ain't like that.
Listen, I'm not saying nobody. I'm not saying nobody duck Tank with all the ducking that Tank do. Ain't nobody. No, you not gonna try to go conveniently get this
Hey,
38
hey,
38-year-old man. No, bro.
hey, Kev, look, Tank probably could have beat him, and then I could have been a Tank fan again, bro.
And if you got Tank in your top 10, and I got Lamont Roach in it too, then because Lamont Roach beat Tank. I don't care what nobody say.
So the number 9 is a tie between Tank and Lamont Roach.
No, number 9 is Lamont Roach. Tank not in it.
No, Lamont Roach can't be in it, man, because no, Lamont Roach ain't in it because he had 2 draws, bro. You got to separate yourself. He had
No,
a
he beat
draw
he
with
beat
Tank.
he beat he beat both of them dudes, and we know it.
Come on, man. He had a.
Man, we know
They
what
out
we
here
saw,
calling him
man.
Jaw Mount Roach and
He
stuff,
got
bro.
yeah. Well, what they calling Tank then? What they calling Tank is Tank got a draw too. So
No, but I don't really want to get caught up in defending Tank too much. But Tank is a multi-division champion, bro. Tank,
come on,
he at
man.
least a 2-division champion, bro. I don't give him that 3-division champ or 4-division like they try to give him those. I don't give him credit for those secondary belts he won, but he definitely was a. We know for a fact he was a 2-division champ. So I don't know if did Lamont Roach win a belt in 2 weight divisions.
Say that one more. I was reading the comments. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Yeah, Lamont Roach failed, bro. He went. He
Nah, Lamont Roach got a PBC special, man. He ain't failed. He did the
yeah. The
job.
fix was. Oh, don't get me wrong. The
He
fix
did the
was
job. I
definitely
can't.
in.
He can't beat the structure.
He fell for the okie doke. Yes, he could.
I
He fell
mean,
for
he
the
can.
okie doke.
Nah, the
Why
only
would
way
you
he was
take that
going.
fight against? Why would you take that fight against Pitbull Cruz? And you know the play. You know what they trying to do.
Because
They
the
trying to
kid's
get.
got
They
his
trying to
kid,
finesse
man.
you out of. They hoping that. They hoping
His,
that Pitbull is going to beat you so they can get their cash cow out of that rematch fight,
his
bro.
kids, his
So
kids
Tank
got
can.
to his kids got to eat, man.
He could have fought
He
Shakur
got to pay.
Stevenson or
He got to pay
somebody,
the. He got
man.
to pay the note on that new car. He got to pay that new mortgage, man.
Man, he could have fought anybody except for but him, bro. And you had to you moved up another weight class to do it. Like that's crazy. I think that was a dumb move for you to go up to 140 to fight Pitbull. Pitbull don't even got no belt, bro. What is you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? You just had a draw with Tank, made Tank take a knee, made a meme out of Tank, and you should have rode that wave all the way, man. You don't fight one of his leftovers after that. Like the Tank fans say, his leftovers. You don't fight one of his leftovers after following that. Yeah,
Loma,
man. I
Loma
think that
Devin
was a dumb
leftovers,
move.
man. Loma was Devin Tio leftovers. They ain't have a problem with that.
I mean, yeah, I'm just using their terminology.
I'm just saying they didn't have a problem when they talk about Tank leftovers. They never talk about how Loma was Devin and Tio leftovers.
Hey, man.
It's a cold world, bro.
I had somebody on a panel, talking about um Tank wasn't the B side to Jake Paul. I'm like, come on, bro. They talking about Jake Paul is just a worker for Netflix, and Netflix canceled the fight and this and that. No, bro. Jake
Wait, you
Paul
see
kicked Tank out of the fight.
you see
Jake
what
Paul
Cam
canceled Tank out of the fight,
man, you
bro.
see this crazy shit Cam J Network said?
Oh yeah,
He
he
said he said
diabolical.
he said y'all call for Tank to fight Roach, but scared for Devin to fight Ryan in the rematch. I want Devin and Ryan to fight again so bad. That
Wait,
is
where
at
you
the
say
top
that
of
at?
my.
I don't see that.
He commented at 4:12 p.m. I said, man, that's a fight. I want that fight more than any fight in boxing. I want Devin to get his lick back,
Oh yeah, I see that.
and I
I don't
also
know why
want
he
Devin,
think we scared to fight
bro.
for Devin to fight Ryan.
Man,
If Ryan wanted to
Ryan messed
fight
up.
Devin, he would
Ryan
fight
messed up
Devin
the
right
money.
now.
Ryan messed it up when he lost to Rolly. How you blaming Dev for that? Ryan messed that
He
up.
should be fighting him right now.
They should be fighting. What are you talking about? We don't want Devin to fight. I want Devin to fight everybody. I want Devin to fight Tank. I want Devin to fight Shakur. I want Devin to fight Keyshawn. I want all of them to fight. I want them to all fight each other. Nobody's safe. Everybody needs to fight so we can know who's better.
You
So we
know
can
how the
stop arguing
Tinkerbells
about it.
do, bro. You
So
know how the
I'm tired of
Tinkerbells
arguing
do.
about who's better. Let's get these guys to show and prove. Let's get a tournament started.
What he say?
He got me mixed up with somebody else.
Blaze said Bill said that after Ryan lost to Rolly and then came back and chose to fight Barrios instead of Devin, I don't hear Ryan calling out Devin. Yeah,
Cause they know
exactly.
they're gonna be on his ass with that drug testing too.
Look, this what I gotta say to that, bro. Ryan Garcia dropped the ball when he lost to Rolly Romero, but Rolly Romero he wanted to duck Devin Haney back then, so he said, you know, he think that they should still fight each other, Ryan and Devin.
Man,
You know
Ryan
what
didn't look
Ryan
like
did?
that.
You know what Ryan did? Ryan disappeared, faked the hand injury, and then Oscar De La Hoya and them talking about no fight. Ryan said he was dealing with mental health issues and he was going to be out for a while. All that because Rolly said that he think that Devin should still fight Ryan. So he did all of that, and they talking about Devin the one who don't want to fight. Ryan did all of that, bro. Fake the hand
Bro, they
injury,
not bro,
mental health issues, and then soon as Devin ready to fight somebody else, now he back on the scene.
and bro, let's be serious. Ryan didn't look like that before Devin or after Devin. He looked like that one time. And we supposed to buy that? Come on, man. And that's the
He
one time he popped hot, and he looked like
60
that
times
one
over the
time, and
limit, bro.
he looked like that one time and one time only in his career. One time only.
60 times over the limit.
Insane, bro.
Blue Hustle, man. What's good, bro?
What's good with you? First of all, man, happy holidays to everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat, and people that are listening. Hope everybody got what they want. You know, um, y'all up here doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all having a good dialogue going back and forth.
And
I
these supposed to
wanted,
be conversations, not screaming matches. You know what I mean? We supposed to be having
yeah,
conversations. We don't
yeah.
have to agree. We could talk about it.
Yeah, I try to let people talk up here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People
But we
throw me in the back
as
so
men
much on
though,
other
man,
panels and
cause they
time
cause
me
they
out and all of that.
because they too emotionally invested. And me and you both are Devin Haney fan, but I'll sit here and argue with you that Devin Haney ain't number one, and we should be able to talk about it. Not
Yeah, you get to say you should be able to get your point across. Get your point
right.
out, and then I get my talking points out, and then we weigh it like that. We see,
And we ain't even
we go
talking
from
about
there.
win because ain't nobody trying to win. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to win. We just sharing our points. So that's the way it's supposed to be, man.
But what's good, Blue Hustle? What you want? What you want to talk about? You heard? Did you hear my pound for pound list?
I hope he do. He need to. 'Cause that
What you
joint
think? What you
crazy.
think about this pound for pound list right here?
No, he need to see yours. Look, I don't care what they said no more. Your joint
My
diabolical.
apologies. My apologies. My phone the screen goes blank, and then I have to unlock my phone
Hey yo,
to make it
frequent,
go, stay open. But
frequent
like
list
I
He
is
was
said my
saying,
pound for
fellas.
diabolical.
pound list diabolical.
Frequent list diabolical, bro. That joint crazy.
But now I just wanted to speak on something real quick, like fellas, just real quick, and then if you don't mind, could you rattle off your pound for pound listening after that? But it's just something real quick. One of you gentlemen was speaking about saying that
Dank
that
Father, hit that link, bro.
what up, Dang Father? But one of you fellas said basically that Devin was y'all don't know why Ryan don't why Devin people are saying that Devin don't want that rematch. Well, if one reason might be because Bill came out and said he was interviewed one of his recent interviews. He said basically, man, we don't really want that. We don't want to go down that path no more with Ryan because we don't know, how he's going to act. And we gave him an opportunity, and you see what happened. So he's trying to make it look like he doesn't want to go down that road again.
Yeah,
And
Bill said that. Bill said that because Ryan is
hmm
starting to act erratic again. After he lost to Rolly Romero, he became unstable again. Rolly Romero said he ain't had no problem stepping aside and letting Devin still fight Ryan, and then Ryan want to claim that he got mental health issues again, and say that he had a hand injury and all this, that, and the third, and he's going to be gone for a while so he could microdose and all that. I mean, so he could just get his rest. And so I wouldn't be
hmm
trying to deal with none of that stuff either, bro. And then he coming back and get a straight line
Yo,
to another title defense off a loss instead of fighting Devin. Like, come on, bro. He didn't. And Oscar De La Hoya came out and said it ain't no fight. So they're not gonna keep chasing them around. I would if I was Bill, I would come out and say that too. We not really trying to fight Ryan Garcia, but if he get in the way of what Devin's trying to do, you know, he's on a perfect path. This is what I don't
Well,
understand about what people were saying. How Devin and Bill is moving. They're moving like they want the Ryan fight, because we know that Ryan Garcia got blessed with this, you know,
The
title
Barrios
fight,
fight.
this title,
Yeah.
yeah, with this Barrios fight. So Devin saying that he's going for undisputed, you know, should be one. You know, that's one way that you can see. And then for him saying that he want to fight Rolly Romero now on the card that Ryan Garcia is fighting Barrios on, tells you he's trying to eliminate the competitions. He's trying to eliminate a way for Ryan to get away from it. Because Ryan, I'm telling you what Ryan going to try to do. Since Rolly is not going to fight Devin, Ryan is going to try to, if he beat Barrios, he's going to try to go and fight Rolly Romero instead of fighting Devin. That's what he's going to try to do. So Devin tried to get him out of the way. He trying to, and Rolly don't want to fight Devin because he know what's going to happen. He know Devin going to cook him. So Rolly is going to, you know, Rolly is going to face his mandatory, who is going to end up beating him anyway, probably.
See, look, this is the weird stuff that I be saying that dudes be saying, right? I'm gonna read something Cam J said 5 minutes ago. He said they finessed the conversation into talking about Tank, but can't answer what's going on with Devin and with Lewis Crocker. Lewis Crocker looking at Conan Walker and Jack Catterall, and he's laughing at it. I'm like, yo, y'all dudes get a kick out of dudes ducking Devin
Ducking, they
because y'all
condone the
don't
ducking.
because y'all don't want to see Devin accomplish things. Y'all know
They
how
was
sick
happy
that
as
is.
hell when Rolly
You know
ducked
how
them.
sick. You know how sick that is to celebrate a champion ducking another champion because you don't want one of those champions to accomplish things, but then you say you put boxing first.
No,
That's
see
crazy.
this what
oh,
it is though,
That's
bro.
crazy
The
work.
I,
tanker, you gotta think like a tanker bell, bro.
That's disgusting, man.
They think, yeah, they think disgusting, nasty, disgusting. So
That
you
is
gotta know, you
nasty.
gotta think, you gotta understand that it's probably the reason what it is Tank, you know, you got the people that they call Tank leftovers, and they want Tank, his resume to so-called age well. So if Devin is beating people on his resume, that gives more credence to what we've been saying all along, that the people that he beat was trash. We said Rolly Romero was trash, Ryan Garcia was trash, Barrios was trash. So they want all of those dudes to duck Devin. They don't want Devin to fight nobody that Tank fought already, because then he's proven that these guys was trash already when Devin beat him
okay.
unanimously in a
But
unanimous decision.
well,
So
you know
they
what
trying
that
to
is.
protect Tank
Look,
resume. You got to
But
think
you know
like a
what
see,
that
tanker.
I
is.
didn't know. Look, yeah, I don't know what's going on between y'all two and Cam J. You know, I'm cool with him, so you know
I'm
No,
that's
we
cool
just
with
I'm
him
not
talk. We
gonna.
too.
just talk. No, we just talking boxing. I'm just talking
Oh,
about what
okay,
he's
I
saying
was.
in the comments. This ain't
I'm
no.
cool
Yeah,
with
I was
Cam
gonna
This is
say.
J
nothing.
too.
This is
Ask him,
only.
Yeah,
man. I
This
came
is
on his
only.
no, no, no,
panel
no,
and
no.
This
took
Look,
this
over.
is.
look. No, it's all good. It's all good. I was just saying, like, you know, if y'all was beefing, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know,
No,
I'm
no.
cool with
We just
y'all.
reading
Me
through
and
No,
the
he's
him,
comments.
real.
you
I'm.
know.
He's
I'm
his
just.
peoples.
I was reading through
He
the
just a
comments
tanker
Yeah,
and I
bell though,
saw.
bro.
I was reading through
yeah.
the comments and I
Hey,
saw
look,
something.
y'all say what y'all say. That's what y'all gonna
Look,
say. You know,
no,
I'm not
look.
gonna do all that. It's all
He
good
just
though.
team tanker bells
No,
though, bro.
I'm just reading the comments, and I think the comment that he said was foolish. I'm only talking about his talking point. Personally, I couldn't
Yeah,
care
no, I
less.
got
He's
you.
just talking boxing.
Yeah, no, I
But
got you. I got
but
you. I
he's
was just,
making
you see where
but
I'm coming from, right? Y'all see where I'm coming from, right?
he's
I
laughing.
ain't,
He's laughing at Devin because in his mind Devin won't get a chance to unify these
Yeah,
belts.
he's talking
So
about this
oh,
blue
he's like
hustle
okay.
that's
man.
weird, bro. That is weird behavior. I'm not a
Let me
Tank
Look,
see.
fan, but I would never
he talking about this
justify.
blue. What you think about this comment right here? What you think about what he said right there?
That's crazy.
What's the
He said
conversation?
he said they finessed the conversation into talking about Tank, but can't answer what's going on with Devin and Lewis Crocker. Lewis Crocker looking at Conan Walker and
He's
Jack
laughing
Catterall,
because
laughing,
he's
laughing,
laughing
laughing.
that he may not want to
That
unify
somebody
against
ducking
Devin.
him.
Why is that?
Yeah,
Why is that something to celebrate, bro?
it's I don't know. I
It's
mean,
because it's
We know
because
you
you
I
not a
rock.
don't
We
know.
know
fan.
you
You're
rock with him. It's all good. I rock
but
with
we
him
going
too.
come on. Let's keep it a being about that comment though. That's crazy work.
Yeah,
The
it's
team
just
tanker bells, bro.
That's
That's what it
crazy
is. You got
work,
to think
bro, and
like
you know
them.
that.
you know how it goes, man. People, you know, I don't know. He could be trolling right there. You never
He
know.
ain't
You know what
No,
I'm
trolling. He
he
say
saying?
ain't
that shit
trolling,
every
bro. He
day.
dead serious. I
So,
used to think that too, bro. But he'll tell you what Tank favorite color is. It's green. I know, because they told me, bro. They told me I don't know nothing about Devin because I don't know his favorite color, bro. They told me that Tank liked to taste the rainbow, bro. That's what they told me. They said his favorite candy
oh.
was Skit. They say his favorite candy is Skittles, bro. They really told me this, bro. I know it sounds crazy, like I'm making this up, but they really told me
He
this.
said I could
I'm gonna
tell
have
by
to
his
show
person.
y'all this one day,
He said
bro.
I
I'm gonna
could tell
show
by
y'all,
his
bro.
person. He said I could tell by Tank personality. His favorite candy is Skittles.
Yo, his favorite color is when I thought they was just being facetious when they said that, but then we saw Tank at the Lamont Roach fight, at the conference, when they was having the face off and all of that. But when they was at the conference, he had a green purse, bro. I'm like, yo, these dudes they wasn't playing around, bro.
Now hold on, just
His
because you
favorite
have a
color
green
really is
purse,
green, bro.
but hold on. Okay, I see what you're saying on
You
that, but
saying it's a
nigga, you said
coincidence?
Skittles.
They
Nigga,
told
you
me on the
said
panel, you
Skittles,
don't know
nigga.
nothing about Devin. What's his favorite color? Name his favorite color. I said, I don't know what his favorite color is, bro. They said Tank's favorite
Hold
color
on,
is green.
hold on. So if this, so that just hold on. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about the person. Look, I don't want to talk about no persons, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I don't give a fuck if his person's black. You know what I'm saying,
That's
or whatever
important
it
to
is.
them, though, bro. His favorite color is green, bro. He like to eat Skittles. They know his candy. They know the candy, his favorite candy. They know all of that stuff, bro. They know how he
Oh, so
like his
you,
braids, the kind of grease that he like to put in his hair, bro.
I
They
don't know
like
about
his
none of that.
tattoos. They Tinkerbells, bro. That's all.
Yo,
But
that
go
was
ahead.
a
That's
crazy. That was a
What you
crazy
wanted to talk about though,
conversation,
bro?
bro.
no.
Yeah, I
I
don't
was
want to
just
go
gonna.
off on a tangent about the Tinkerbells, but
Yeah, I was just saying that basically, that with Ryan Garcia, getting that belt because I've heard talking points, people saying that basically, because Ryan wants to fight he wants to fight Devin. You know what I'm saying? And he said the reason why he's going, for Mario Barrios getting a belt is because they said everybody tells him, what I'm saying, you ain't got a belt. So he said, forget it. I got an opportunity to get a belt. I'm gonna go that, and then I'm gonna holler at Devin.
that'd
So
be a good. He'll be able to get away with saying that if Devin ain't have a belt himself. So that's a lie. Devin got a belt. So if you fight Devin, it ain't stopping you from getting no belt. You getting a belt with Devin too. You just choosing to fight him. Devin got a belt.
well, I
See,
mean,
people
nigga, I
don't think
understand
like
what you
when
look.
people
No,
hear
you're
these
right, right?
when
Hold
these
on,
they
hold
be
on. You're
saying
right,
certain
right?
things, you gotta be logical. You gotta really look at it, bro.
Now check this out. You're right, right? But what I'm trying to say is, this is what I'm trying to say. If you, look, I don't know what's going on between negotiations. When they're trying to get a fight. If
It's
for
hard to
some
explain
reason,
for him, right? It's hard to defend him, bro.
well, it's not about defending. It's not. What I'm looking at is this. You know, Devin just got out of a fight, and Ryan's been out of a fight, so he's prepared. Like while Devin had a fight, you don't want. They made the fight while these other people, everybody moves on their own path, right? So they didn't
The
line
Ryan
up,
Garcia and Barrios fight still ain't made yet, bro. It
but
ain't
they're in
made.
negotiations though.
Yeah, but negotiations ain't final. He could just, you know what I'm saying, fight Devin. Fight Devin. Devin ain't fighting nobody right now. Go in negotiations with
Look,
Devin
I
then.
have no problem with that, but Bill said he don't want to fight him right now.
I
You see
told
what I'm getting at, right?
I told you that. Why? Because Ryan already
No, I
showing
understand
that
that,
energy that he didn't want to fight him.
but to me, like this is how I feel. Now, this is just my personal opinion. No, forget all that. It doesn't matter about the antics. Just make sure he's clean. Who cares that he's trolling? He's doing all this other stuff. Make sure give him extensive, give him extensive testing like you did Brian Norman. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all both on the same page when it comes to that, and then beat the brake dust off of him. So you sitting there saying that you don't want to do those antics to me, I don't like that talk. You see what I'm saying? I want to see the fight. And Devin don't have to. Devin should be trying to fight Ryan right now, just like Ryan should be trying to fight. I look at it from both point of views. Both of them should be trying to fight each other. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like excuses on both ends. If you really want my opinion, because just like you just
Devin
said,
been trying though, bro.
look, Devin's been trying, but Devin hasn't been trying. Think
Ryan's
about it, man.
not holding up his
You
end of the
can't
deal.
say both, bro. You flip
Ryan lost to
flopping, bro. You
Rolly.
flip flopping on me.
Who,
No,
me?
no, no.
No,
Hold on.
blue. He said
I'm not
Devin's
flip
trying to
flopping.
fight him, but he not trying to fight him.
Well,
Yeah,
think of it like
It
this.
can't be
it
both,
can
Listen.
bro.
only be one or the other.
Well, look, you're
Flip flop is your shit. Flip flop shit on me. flip-flop on you and shit like this in your face. Don't pray to be flipping and shit.
It's hard to say that, man, when you got Bill saying one thing. He'll say one thing, I want to fight, in the same conversation, then he'll say, oh, well, I don't really want to fight because of this. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying when it comes to that. So it ain't me flip-flopping. I'm going off the energy of Bill. You see what
You
I'm
said
saying?
he do and he don't though. That's why I
Yeah,
said you
but
was flip
Bill,
flopping. You can't say both. It's either they
yeah, but
is
I'm
or they
going off
ain't.
the energy. But listen, I'm going off the energy of Bill. It's hard for me to see that. That's why I said I don't agree with it. I feel like it's on both sides because you got 1 minute, one person is saying, I want to fight. And then you got his counter, you got his dad saying that, well, I want
No,
to
you just
fight,
said,
but
hold
I don't
on.
like this.
You just said that Ryan Garcia said people saying the reason he telling the reason why he not fighting Devin. He saying he want to fight Barrios because Barrios
I'm
got a
just
belt.
speaking on that. That don't mean I'm taking his side though. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I
I
know,
don't agree
but
with
that's
none
you.
of them.
But you
I don't
saying
agree.
that you said you got one person who want to fight and one person saying they don't want to fight him. Ryan is not saying he want to fight Devin.
No, no, no,
He's
no, no.
saying
I'm
he's
not
going to
talking. Okay,
fight
hold on, hold on. I'm
Barrios
talking
because
about.
Barrios got a belt, right?
Listen, listen. I was talking about Bill and Devin when I said that. Their father, son. Because Devin is saying, I want to fight. Bill is saying, at one point in time, he's saying, I want to fight. And then he switches up and says, I don't want to fight because of this. That's why I'm saying, that's why I'm saying, well, one person's saying this because they're both,
Oh,
they're,
with Bill and
on the
Devin
same
between
side.
each other. Oh, with Bill and Devin between each other. Well, Bill, I feel
It's
like
still
Bill is
confusing. That's
moving.
all I'm saying. You see where I'm coming from now, right? That's what I'm trying to say. It's confusing, and I just want to see the best fight the best. I feel like they both should be trying to attack each other. You see what I'm saying? Not one person saying one thing because then it's confusing. It's like, okay, well, come on, man. What is it? Do you want to fight him or not? Do you want your get back or not? You know what I'm saying?
But
Because
yeah, but
even if
if we look at the fighters though, Devin is saying
Mhm.
he want to fight Ryan, and Ryan is saying he want to fight Barrios. Devin wants to fight Rolly to get Rolly out of the way, so Ryan won't have no where to go after he fight
it's
Bar, because he already determined, he got a determined idea that he gonna fight Barrios in this belt, this fight for this belt, right?
no, now see, check this out. Check this out. Now, you see what you just said? You said Devin wants to fight Rolly. Now Ryan wants to fight, you know what I'm
No, no,
saying?
no,
Mario
no, no, no.
Barrios.
That's not what I'm saying. I
No,
said we
I
had
know.
I said,
Okay, go
see,
ahead.
you got
Make sure I
it's the
understand.
context. You gotta look at the
No,
context.
I want to make sure I
I
understand you
said
better.
Yeah, this what I'm trying to explain it. I'm saying Ryan is making it clear that he want to fight Barrios, not Devin right now. He want to fight Barrios, he said, because everybody's saying he never had a belt. So he feel like Barrios is an easy belt for him, I guess, because Devin got a belt too. So that's what I'm saying. That excuse right there that he's giving don't make sense. It don't make sense because Devin got a belt too. You're trying to use the fact that you was never had a belt before and saying that you're fighting Barrios because you can get a belt, but that don't stop you from fighting Devin because Devin got a belt. So we got him saying that we got Ryan Garcia with a determined idea that he's going to fight Mario Barrios for this belt. So okay, so now because of that, Devin want to fight Rolly first because Rolly, he knows that Ryan Garcia is going to try to fight um Barrios, but then coming off of the Barrios fight, Ryan can say, I gotta get it back with Rolly because Rolly beat me. That's the play right there. We seeing that. We see that, bro. We
Well,
see
man, I
that, Devin.
understand it. Look, look,
We
look. I'm
got the
not gonna
time
argue with you
stone,
on
bro.
that. That's the cool look at it from that point of view. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Because
so
I see where you're
and
coming
on
from.
top
No,
of that, he
listen,
wanted to
listen what I'm
fight him
saying.
on
Hold
the same
I'm
card.
saying
He was
I
gonna
see
fight
where
him.
you come from, but look, can I give some context too? So
Go
this is
ahead.
what I was trying to say. So when Devin came out, well, Bill came out and said we want Broly. You see what I'm saying? And you said that a little bit ago, a little while ago. You see what I'm saying? We want Broly. And then it came
Mm-hmm.
out that Broly said he don't want to fight. He said he don't want to fight him because he said Broly says he feels like he's going to run around it. You know, he's going to be a runner, and he don't want to go through those antics with him. That's just you see what I'm
And so
saying? Now,
that's why we landed where we at, right? With him trying to fight
yeah.
Crockett.
Yeah, so
So
listen to what I'm
Devin
saying.
trying to
But
get the
listen to,
belts.
but hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. Yes, he is trying to get the belts. But now you see Ryan got put in the position to get a belt too. But then we're frowning on Ryan doing it when Devin is doing the same thing.
No, no, no.
How?
Ryan is doing it as an excuse to not fight Devin. That's the
That's
difference.
what you're.
Ryan,
That's okay.
what
Okay,
Devin is
I
trying to
hear
do
you.
it. Devin is trying to do it to have a road to lead to Ryan. He knows Ryan is going to get that belt. So if he
You
say,
know the only
okay,
way
I'm
that's
going for
correct.
undisputed, then Ryan got to fight him, right?
Okay, I got you. Now the only way that's correct, in my opinion, if Ryan gets his belt and then Ryan says, you know what, I still ain't fighting Devin. That's the only way what you're saying is correct.
I'm telling you, Ryan. Okay, so everything that what we see Ryan doing right now
Hmm.
is making action to not fight Devin. He's saying he want to fight Barrios to get a belt instead of fighting Devin. When he can get a belt from Devin too, but we gonna let him ride with that. Okay, so we see Ryan making a motion to not fight Devin. So Devin can't fight somebody who's not trying to fight him. So the best he can do is make sure that he don't have nobody else to fight after he do what he's doing. So if
No,
he
I
knock off
understand that.
if he knock Rolly out the picture, Ryan can't, because you already know that Rolly beat Ryan last. So Ryan can beat Barrios and say, oh, I want to get it back with Rolly now. You know, he could go fight
Correct.
Rolly.
Correct.
So
You
if
are right.
Devin beat
That is
Rolly,
the
he
play.
ain't gonna be trying to say that, right?
Well, so listen, this is the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. That's why I said if he does that, then you are correct in what you in your theory that you're putting out right now. You are correct. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with what you're saying. But what I'm saying is that they both they both are seeing things from their point of view, and I'm hoping that Ryan, after he fights Barrios, that he does go after Devin.
But
Ryan's sitting there saying,
can we agree to the fact that Ryan is doing something to not get the fight and Devin is doing things to get the fight?
well, I will agree with you. Listen. You have a good talking point. But like I just said, the only way I can agree with that if Ryan does not take the fight and he goes for Rolly. Let's say that Devin Haney really can't get the fight. Rolly really is made up and he's not gonna fight. He is not gonna fight that man, period. And that's obviously been made. That's why you see Devin going a different alternative route. You see what I'm saying? And then like I said, so that leaves Rolly right there. So what I'm saying is this, that no matter what, yes, if that man, after, let's just say he wins, Ryan wins. After he wins, he says, man, I want Rolly next. Then you are correct. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm trying to
All
tell
right.
you.
So
But right
If
now,
Ryan
I
try to
can't say
fight
that.
Rolly, if Ryan try to fight Rolly next, I got your Hanos clan emblem. I got for you.
Nah, cause I'm gonna have you, you gonna have to,
I got you, bro.
nah, cause I don't care
I'm gonna
about
put
none of
your
that.
application on the top, bro.
No, cause I'm gonna hand you
For
a
a week. You
Shakur.
gonna be Hanos clan for a week.
Nah, cause I don't fuck with Devin like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with them cats like that, my guy.
Hey, but
You
you ain't gonna have
know.
no choice. You want to see the best fight the best, right? Why do
Yeah,
you
so I'm
watch
waiting.
boxing, bro? Do you watch boxing
Listen.
because you want to see the best fight the best, or you just want to
You are
be a
correct.
fan of Ryan Garcia, or
Man,
you
I ain't
just
no
like
fan
the
of
way
Ryan
Tank
Garcia.
tattoos
No.
look, or you like the way
Hold
he
on.
braid his hair, or
Now,
whatever?
see, you talking out of turn right now, because you know I don't fuck with you. You know I don't fuck with Tank or Ryan like that. I'm just talking. I'm talking. I'm being a real boxing fan, so I'm talking. You know what I'm
So
saying
you a real
about some
boxing fan?
points.
You a casual or you a hardcore, bro?
Man, I told you I'm a real boxing fan. I ain't none of that other flip flop. If
Okay,
I
so
don't agree
a
with
real boxing fan. All of us
if
real
my fighter
boxing
messes
fans,
up,
bro.
yeah, but still check it out though. You got to hold your fighter accountable. You know what I'm saying? So if Shakur was to go out there and do some crazy stuff, I'm gonna be on his head. You know what I'm saying? He's saying some stuff, and it's hard to you know what I'm saying to have
So
good talking
Shakur, your
points, but
fighter, you a
defend him.
Shakur fan?
Yeah, yeah. I fuck with Shakur.
Okay, so
Most
Shakur,
definitely.
okay, yeah, Shakur. I like the way Shakur moving right now, man. So I don't really got nothing bad. Shakur been saying some crazy things. He been flip flopping and stuff. Yeah, I'm saying, but for the most part, I like the moves that
Yeah,
Shakur making. You know,
talking about the rehydration clause and everything like that. So I agree
yeah,
with you. Yes, yeah,
he was
he
flip
flip
flopping
flopped.
on that
He flip
because
flopped. He did. So check it
yeah,
out.
he said
This is
at one. It's another. I got some footage of Shakur saying that he'll never fight in the rehydration clause, bro.
well, I mean,
Saying
I know.
he'll
You don't
never
got to
fight with
pull it
one.
up. I know that. I
Then he
listen.
switched it
I
up or
know.
whatever. So that's
Yeah, yeah.
Flip flop is your shit. Flip flop shit on me. Flip flop on you and shit like this in your face. Don't pray to be flipping the shit.
yeah, he flip flop on that one, bro. But I like
I
the way
mean,
he moving though. because
But like
I
you
can
said,
say that
hold
I
on.
like
You
the
want
way
to know
he.
why he said he flipped up? You want to know why he said he did that? He said because if you try if it has to do with somebody in the same weight division, if it's your contemporary, then nah, no, ain't no rehydration clause. But if I'm moving up in weight, he said that's when he was subjected to change his mind because he saw that.
Not around here. Not around here. I ain't believing it, man. It's not moving me.
No,
Look,
but if
he
you look
saw
at
that how
Shakur,
Conor
bro.
Ben.
Well,
No,
no,
listen,
but
bro,
Shakur said
fam.
it. But Shakur said that he did say that. But he was saying that the talk about Javante Tank Davis and his rehydration clause, bro. But he
No,
said
no,
that
listen. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. I was almost done, fam. And so listen. So he said that because the simple fact of Connor Ben. He's like, look, Connor Ben's goes
no.
up, and
But
then he asked
rewind
for
back
a
what you said
rehydration closer,
before
and I
that.
want that too.
No,
So that's
rewind
why I
back to
said
what you
he's
said
subjected to
before that, though.
change.
You said Shakur said that if you fighting in your same weight class, you ain't
Contemporaries, yeah.
yo, when Tank moved up to 140, Tank only put a rehydration clause on somebody 2 times, bro. He put one on Ryan and he put one on Mario Barrios. When he went up to 140, Mario Barrios had a rehydration clause because Tank was doing what?
Well, hey,
Moving up
Shakur
in
ain't
the
got
weight
no.
class.
Listen,
When he
listen.
fought
Shakur
Ryan
don't got no.
Garcia, he didn't fight Ryan Garcia at 135. Ryan Garcia was trying to fight him in a catch weight that's above his weight class. So he was moving up in his weight class. That was cap what Shakur was saying, bro. You can't. He was referring to Tank saying, that
No, I
he
don't
don't
agree with
respect the
that.
rehydration.
He was
He
talking
was
about
he was
Conor Ben,
referring to
fam.
Tank when he was saying he don't respect the rehydration clauses. It was a shot at Tank, bro. Come on, bro.
No,
You
no,
got to
no,
be
no, no.
honest.
I know that. Listen. That was at the beginning of Shutter Tank, but now when he moved forward, this is what I'm trying to tell you. The reason why he changed his mind.
Who else did
That's
it?
what I'm saying. Connor Ben. That's what I'm saying. He said the only reason why I'm talking about it is because Connor Ben did it. He moved up with Chris Eubanks Jr. He said he did it, so that's why I'm gonna put one on him because I am moving up. How can you
No,
move
but
up
no,
and we talking about this?
I'm talking about the comment that you said at first that Shakur
Yeah,
said if
that
you're
was
just
the
said
very.
he said
That's
if you're at your he said if you're at your weight class, then you shouldn't be putting no rehydration clause on nobody.
He
Who did
said that
that?
at the beginning. He said that. Listen. You're right. I'm not disagreeing with you, man. He said that at the beginning, but he also said he regurgitated that again when it came to the reason why he wants the rehydration clause for Connor Ben. So I'm trying to tell you
Connor Ben
that's
moved up in the weight. Connor Ben moved up, bro.
and that's what the same thing he's doing. That's why he's saying what he's saying. The only thing is he didn't do that to Tio when he moved to 140. He's not putting no rehydration clause. He said I'm only doing that because Connor Ben just got through, you know what I'm saying, just got through fighting at 160 and he's putting on that weight. So if I do that, I want him to have a rehydration clause like he
So
put on
Devin
what's
ain't
the
coming
name.
from no 160, bro.
Well, Devin is way more skilled. I ain't making no excuses. I'm saying
So
what he
it's a
said. He
skill
said the
thing.
reason
It's
why.
not really a weight
So he
thing.
said the
That's what
reason
it
why.
is.
He said the reason why he wants to. And he also said, look, if the man don't want the rehydration clause, I'm okay with that too. I'm not gonna say. He's pretty much saying that he ain't gonna call him a duck.
I don't know if you was
They
here.
move
I
on.
don't know if you was here in the beginning, but I said in the beginning that Bud destroyed all of that stuff, bro. Bud went all the way up to 168 and fought Canelo with no rehydration clause, bro. So what you
You're
saying? You ain't
correct.
that great yet? You ain't
No,
that
what I'm
great yet?
saying. No, hold on,
Drop
fam.
the
See, now you're jumping
rehydration
in.
clause, bro.
You jumping the gun right now and trying to attack. First of all, Bud is not Shakur. Shakur is not Bud. They're two different fighting styles. One is a boxer and he doesn't have power in both hands like Bud, and Bud is a different opponent. You know what I'm saying? He's a different individual. I ain't taking no sides. I'm just being realistic. I'm
Hey,
just coming
hold
with
on. Let me
logic
get
when I
this
say
super
that.
chat.
For
Shout
sure.
out to Dez215 with the 499 super chat, bro. He said, why we not talking about Ryan Garcia calling Boots overrated? Why we not talking?
Ooh,
That's hey man.
that's a good
He
one.
did say
That's
he
a good
tried
one
to say
too.
Boots was overrated, but I knew he wasn't going to fight Boots, man. He just was talking, man.
Straight cash. Last me and my family for the rest of our lives. I'm rich, bitch.
Are you talking about Devin said that?
No, Ryan
Ryan
Garcia.
Garcia.
Ryan
Ryan
said that
Gar.
about Boots.
Man,
Clout chase
who
season.
cares? Yeah, who cares that he said that, bro? We all know that,
That
man.
was my energy. Like, all right, cool. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Like not trying to
yeah.
play Dez, but not trying to play Dez, but just saying like it's Ryan Garcia talking again.
Exactly.
Nobody care what Ryan got to say.
No
Cause,
disrespect to you, Dez fam.
cause Boots will smack the dog shit out of Ryan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that too.
I can't
I
front. That
think
was a
that
fight
too.
that
I
I
just
wanted to happen, man. I was like, I wish he would, bro.
Yeah, I was like, don't get crazy.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I
With
just want to see
zero
the best fight the
nanograms
best,
in his
man.
system, bro. No, but that's what I was saying though. He was when Shakur made that comment, he said, he talked about putting on he'll never do rehydration clauses and all of that. The rehydration clause,
No, no, you're right.
whenever
You're right.
somebody
You can
talking
say.
about rehydration clauses and stuff like that and their disapproval of it, they taking shots at Tank, bro.
Yeah, look at it
And
like this, fam. When people say when like Shakur's not the only one that says stuff too. All these boxers, they be slipping out stuff. You know what I'm saying? They I'm gonna say they put them in a position where it's hard to defend them. You see what I'm saying? They put their fan in a position, their fans in a position to basically say, "Damn, man, you're right." But look at it like this. You see what I'm saying? It's hard to defend because you get tired of defending, you know, bull crap that comes out their mouth. You see what
But
I'm
that's
saying?
why that's
At
why
that
I like
time.
Devin Haney and Terrence Crawford because I never have to do it.
Nah,
I
see,
never have to.
Devin Haney be saying some crazy stuff too, man. Gosh darn it, he does, bro.
I can't say
He
that he
do.
says. I can't say that he does. He don't really talk a whole lot.
yeah, I can't say
Um,
that either,
He
bro. I
don't
don't
talk a
agree.
lot.
he be saying some crazy stuff too, but
His
it's
dad
all
does.
good.
Dev don't say a whole lot. His dad talks crazy, but Dev don't.
Yeah, true. His dad does talk crazy.
Yeah, but Dev for
Wait,
the
wait.
most part is pretty laid back.
Yeah, man. It was some. I gotta be honest. It was something that I saw Devin say recently that I was like, "What Devin talking about, man?" And I asked Ray that. I can't remember what it is now, but
Yeah,
definitely
that's
he definitely said something crazy. I'm trying to think of what it is right now. Yeah, I'm saying he
yeah,
said something crazy. I was like, "Damn, what that Dev talking about, man?"
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like air fighter,
But not
your
you.
favorite
But
fighter,
it's
like
not. But it's not common for That was like I gotta say that was the first time I saw Devin say something that I thought was crazy. I saw him shake Ryan hand. I ain't agree with that. But that's not really him saying nothing. I saw him say
nah,
something though recently.
Well, I think
Uh,
Devin did. I think the reason Devin shook Ryan hand is because they said to get a fight with somebody, you have to be respectful of them. You can't be disrespectful. So you got to be nice to the person you want to do
nah. See
business
you
with.
glazing.
No, no, I'm trolling right now. I'm trolling because they said to get a fight with Tank, you got to be nice to him. You got to be respectful. So maybe that's what Dev was thinking. Maybe Dev was just like, maybe I got to be respectful because I want to do business.
yeah.
Hey, look, this is what's really diabolical, super disgusting, is that in my opinion, is how Tank said he want to come back and fight Pitbull. Come on, bro,
That's
Oh yeah,
over
man.
weird,
That
Roach.
bro.
shit
That's
is
so
Like, come
ridiculous.
weird,
on,
man.
bro. Like, what the hell is
That's
wrong with you,
weird.
Tank? Like, bro, you need to be slapped. Somebody need to slap the shit out
And
you,
and his
bro.
fans and
You know
his
what I'm
fans are cool and his fans are cool with it. No,
Yeah, they don't
the
care,
only
bro.
person Tank should be trying to fight right now is Lamont Roach.
Facts, super facts, man. That man,
You gotta right that wrong, bro.
man, that man right there, bro.
And if you go
Like
in there and run
he
down, if he go in there and run down on Lamont, knock him out, nobody gonna remember the first fight.
nope.
Like when Tony Harrison beat Jamel Charlo, yeah, we know he beat him the first time. Second time, Jamel Charlo removed all doubt, knocked him out. It's the
Look, he
same thing
said
with
that. Look, Ramon said they talk greasy about Tank and then follow his blueprint. What blueprint of Tanks they following, bro?
what. Oh man, here we go. They about to start talking about fashion. Here we
They
go.
crazy, bro.
They about to start talking about
Are
his
they talking about?
pants.
Oh, what he
They
gonna
about to
say? A
start.
tattoo?
They
Oh,
start.
he got a
They about to start.
tattoo.
They about to start talking about his
Are they talking
clothes.
about the
Tank had
rehydration?
tattoos first. They
Oh
can't
my
Is
be
he
man,
talking
talking
no,
about
about
the
I know
nothing of
he ain't say
rehydration
that. He
clause?
ain't
accomplishments
say
that
that
they
in the
did in the
comments.
ring.
He ain't say that in the comments, man. Ain't no
No.
way. He ain't say that.
He can't be talking about
Uh,
nothing that they did in the ring
oh,
because
I
I
thought.
don't
Oh
understand,
man,
bro.
I thought you said he said that his tattoos. Like once
No,
Tank.
no, no. I'm trolling them. That's because that's
Oh man,
I
talking about
did
his.
hear people say that
They gonna talk
before.
about.
They
They gonna talk
I
about
heard
his.
somebody in on one of their channels saying, Tank got tattoos now. Devin want to get tattoos.
Like bro, the
Tank want to
Tank
get a
did.
chain now.
They,
Devin want to get a
they
chain.
stopped. They stopped making tattoo guns when Tank got his tattoos. Like, ain't
Well,
no
he
more
said, I'm talking about
tattoos.
the rehydration clause. He ain't talking about Devin. He talking about Shakur with the rehydration clause. Shakur didn't say he was trying to do what Tank did. He said he was trying to do Conor Ben like Conor Ben did Chris Eubanks. That's what he's talking about, bro. Ramon. But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. We've been on
All
for
right,
2
brother.
hours. I wasn't even trying to stay on this long, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, enjoy
I
your day
done,
off with your family, brother.
yeah, man. Y'all enjoy y'all's, man. I appreciate everybody for coming out. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate if y'all hit the like button, bro, on y'all way out.
Nah,
And I appreciate all of y'all for coming on the panel.
I
Oh,
can't hit the like button because I don't like your list, bro. Nah, you ain't getting no like today.
what the hell?
Yeah, I get you another
Oh yeah,
time,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Let me
I
give him
get
my
you
list. Let me give him
that
my
list.
list before
Yo,
I
that
go
list
off, bro.
crazy,
Let
Yeah,
me
bro.
give Blue my list, man.
Yo, this
yeah.
list
I
is
got Bam
crazy.
Bam
Oh, you
Rodriguez
said,
at number 10. I got Tank
uh-huh.
at number 9. I got Monster Inouye at number 8. I got Boots at number 7. I got Shakur at number 6. I got David Benavidez, the Mexican Monster, at number 5. I got Tio at 4. I got Beterbiev at number 3, Bovar at number 2, and Hanos at number 1. If you want to know why, you can rewind it back and hit the replay, the rewatch. You're going to have to find out why. Salute, everybody.